I am ready whenever you are. What track are we starting off with today?
I'm first gonna do like a little opening, you know. So, welcome to the Mario Kart ranking. I'm your host, Akra, as always, of course, joined by.
Oh shit, I was supposed to talk. Oh, you boy Monsuno. Oops.
And we're here today to rank the DLCs. Originally, we were gonna do this with 4 streamers. Unfortunately, it got cut down to 2. But before we jump into the actual rankings, since this has been quite a ride, Monsuno, if we look back to the Booster Course Pass on its entirety, what do you think of the entire ride?
Like the entire booster course in general?
Yeah, in general. Like, what were your favorite parts, or what were you like meh about? Like, not like tracks are specific, but yeah, in general.
Honestly, waves. I'm honestly happy how the last 3 waves were at the end. I think the last 3 were the best, especially the last wave, with adding like all of the characters and like all of the amazing tracks they had, which we'll go on later, of course. I think honestly, just wave 6 was about. It didn't start off very strong. It was definitely like super hype when the first wave of Mario Kart came out. We're gonna get 48 tracks, but it was kind of like disappointing with wave 1. Because, like, the quality and the graphics were not good. Literally, the grass looked like... I don't even know how to explain it. The grass just didn't look like real grass.
I think we're gonna get into that with 2 tracks in particular later.
Yeah.
No, I think you described it as well as I would have done so. I think the idea of getting 48 extra tracks is wild, because, you know, Mario Kart 8 started out with 32 tracks, got to 48, and then, you know, it's gonna go to 96. It's absolutely insane how many tracks are in this game.
I know, that is crazy.
And I honestly agree. It was super exciting to see the amount of tracks, but Wave 1 and Wave 2 was really disappointing. I think Wave 3 is when it started to become really good. But then Rock Mountain was still, you know, a fragment of, you know, Waves 1 and 2.
We'll get more into, obviously.
But I would have to agree, especially Wave 6, but also Waves 4 and 5 as well. Graphically, we're a lot stronger. Gameplay-wise, we're a lot stronger.
Yeah.
But yeah, without further ado, what we're going to be doing, chat, we're going to go from every single track, what was the first track of DLC? Paris Promenade, or Promenade, or whatever you want to call it, all the way up to Wii Rainbow Road in order. And we're going to give our opinions on here. You guys in chat, both at Monsuno's stream and the stream over here, can give your opinions. And then we're going to come to a fair conclusion. That's kind of like the average of everything being said.
Yes, sir.
And by the end, we're going to have a beautiful tier list. We're going to spend around a minute and a half for every single track, because we have to get through 48 tracks, so it's already going to take about an hour then. So, Monsuno, are you ready?
I'm ready. Let's get it.
Alright, well, starting out then with Paris Promenade. What do you have to say about that track? Oui. I gotta find it first, but what is your opinion on Paris Promenade? Oh, there it is. Right, it's up top.
I won't lie. I really liked Paris when it first came out. But I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of mid now.
I think that's kind of what chat is saying as well over here. It's A, B, and D. That's kind of what I'm seeing. Personally, I think it's somewhere near in the middle of the Tour City tracks. I think it was a good introductory track. Let's say the other one we're going to be getting into from Wave 1 from later. I think they were kind of basic. I like the concept of city tracks with like different like routes and such. That makes it so it feels really different. That's why I personally like them, and why most people don't like them. But I think this one was really nice, because like the first 2 laps are kind of the same, and then it goes, you know, backwards.
And then you go backwards as well at the 3rd lap, which was cool.
Yeah, but I do have to agree with you. Like, this one doesn't really go as hard, because there's not really like too much going on. Like, if we're gonna take a look at some of the tracks later, where you go through like baseball stadiums, hockey rings, where you go through coliseums, through art museums, like there's not too much going on here. I would kind of agree with chat, somewhere around B, C, or it's kind of average.
I'd give it low B. The reason I wouldn't put it in C is just because I'm pretty good at racing on the Paris. So that's why it'd be B, but I'm down with B or C. Low B, high C. That's where I would put it.
I would agree. But I'm in Canada, fair.
I think if Paris had better graphics and it came later in the tracks, I think it'd be much higher.
Yeah, no, I would agree, but there wasn't really too much to it. So I would say it's a good introductory course, but like to put, it's nothing special. I would say though, it does one thing well, and I'm gonna get to that with a few of the cities later. With what personally is my least favorite. I don't think the route is too complicated, and that's something good because I think one of the things that the city tracks need to do is to not, make you lost throughout the track. It should still feel like a racetrack, and I think that's still the case with this one.
Yeah, that's true.
So are we putting it B or C?
I'd put it low B. That's where
Okay.
I'd put it.
Well, you know what's happening next.
Oh my gosh, Toad Circuit, best track in the game, S tier. Let's go, baby.
Toad Circuit, let's go.
No.
I think this is the easiest, the lowest
I
here.
think we all know where Toad Circuit's going.
I put it in F, by the way. I have F as well.
I did too.
just so you know,
I did
yeah.
too.
Let's see what chat has to say about Toad Circuit.
What do you guys think, chat?
Can't wait to piss somebody off with 2 tracks. Hey, yo, F tier, F. It's C, F. It's that bad. I mean, do we really have to repeat ourselves? We said it so many times on stream before. Like, I'm sorry, if we wanted, like, we've got circuits throughout the DLC, right? Like DS Mario Circuit and like Daisy Circuit and such. But there's good circuits, there's bad circuit, and there's also quality check. There was no quality check in place for this track. The graphics look terrible. It's not fun to race on. And if you're saying, oh, well, that's because it's an introductory course. If you literally took any other of the Mushroom Cup courses from Mario Kart 7, Cheap Cheap Lagoon, Daisy Hills, and Shiga Bazaar, they're all 100 times better than this course. Even if you took something like Woohoo Loop or something, like, there's so many more better tracks in Mario Kart 7.
No question about it. No question about it. That's why it deserves F.
Forbidden tier. Well, I guess it's time to move on.
Yep, moving on. We got Choco Mountain.
What do you think now?
I'm gonna give Choco high B. I really love Choco.
Yeah, so above Paris, right?
I'd give it above Paris, no question about it. I honestly enjoy the music for Choco Mountain because I don't know if you guys know the ride Splash Mountain, but it gives me nostalgia for Splash Mountain. For that ride because that was my favorite ride in Disney World.
Mm-hmm.
It kind of sounds like it, but it's not. But I love how the little cave area where there's like diamonds too, or like not like diamonds or like what is it called?
Yeah, they're like
the
the
little cave area.
Yeah.
If that makes sense. Like I always thought that was pretty. It's a little short than I wish it was, and it's not the prettiest map, but it's definitely fun to ride on. The music's good. So I give it high B, maybe low A, but that's up to you guys.
Yeah, you can definitely tell it's still a Wave 1 track because, it's called Choco Mountain. It looks more like a desert than chocolate. I think it could have done more of that theming because if you look at something like Sweet Sweet Canyon, that could have been better. But as someone who played Mario Kart DS as a kid, this was one of the retro tracks. I only got Mario Kart 64 recently. This track is kind of different from that one. It feels a lot shorter, but a lot better, because there are a lot of parts usually in that original version where you're just going forward. So I think it's good at it's, dumbed down a bit. But yeah, I would say it's too short. And we kind of forgot to mention at the start when we were going over the Booster Course Pass in general. Wave 1 and a little bit Wave 2, the tracks also felt way shorter compared to the base game tracks. That got better later on. But no, I would agree. Choco Mountain, one of the 2 and 64 tracks, kind of a big imbalance there, going into B.
It's good though. It's a good track.
I think that's the average we had in chat as well.
It's good, not great.
I think it's an alright track. Like there's a good shortcut at the end, but it's not like uberly broken. It's just like a good shortcut.
Yeah.
Alright. You know what's coming up next, the one where they advertise Wave 1 with...
You just got coconut mold. Coconut mold.
Coconut Mall A tier, low S, high A tier. Interesting, chat. What do you think of Coconut Mall, Monsuno?
I'll let you go first and I'll tell you what I think.
Okay, I don't know, chat, whether I want to put in an A or S yet. Because I think Coconut Mall, it's still Coconut Mall. I think the remix is nice and everything. It looks interesting, but it's not as good as the original Wii version. We're going to get to that with a lot of the Wii tracks, because for some reason Mario Kart Wii got like 8 tracks in this DLC alone.
Yeah, they got too many tracks in this game. We should have more GameCube tracks.
No, for sure. This was the perfect track to advertise, the fact that there's new tracks coming to Mario Kart 8 Deluxe with. But outside of that, I think it's still great. I think it's dumbed down a bit. Like the escalators and also like the parts where you go through like the what should we call it, where you're doing like the half turns. You know, those two parts are worse. I like the glider that got added, but then you know the cars. First they didn't move, now they move, but like differently from the original. And now there's Shy Guys in them compared to me. I think that's a little worse. There's not too much in the gameplay department for it, which is why I'm kind of doubting whether putting it in S tier or A tier, because it's still Coconut Mall. It's like one of the most iconic tracks in Mario Kart history, and that like there's everything on this map. Like it's really fun. This was also the first time where Daisy Cruiser got teased. Not that has much to do with it, but nice fun fact.
I don't think Coconut Mall is A tier. Or not S tier, sorry. I don't think it's S tier in Mario Kart 8 Deluxe. It may be one of the greatest Mario Kart maps ever, but if we're talking about Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, it's not S tier. I'd give it a solid A. I really don't think it's S though. I really don't.
Yeah. In this game, yeah, I would agree. I don't think it feels as nicely with the with the physics. Like Mario Kart Wii was made to do like tricks and such. It doesn't feel as. We're gonna get that down with more tracks later as well from both Wii and also that got remade in Wii. They don't feel as nicely because the tricks are like just like a quick schling in this game compared to, you know, uberly long.
Yeah.
From what I'm seeing in chat, I'm seeing S, A, B with how it feels. Newbie said it feels repetitive. I would just say put it in A. I would say put it in A, but like later, like not put like too many tracks above it because it's like still like really iconic. But it's not.
I think there's like a decent amount of tracks that's better than Coconut Mall in this game though.
Yeah, honestly agreed.
I will say this about Coconut Mall. I like the broken strategy on 200cc where you can just go in the glider section. If you know, you know.
Oh, for sure. Except for that one time you were where the glider was malfunctioning for you.
That was stupid. That was stupid. We don't talk about that.
Alrighty, up next we're going into the second cup, you guys. We're starting out with the second tour track, Tokyo Blur. Okay, I actually want your opinion because I have like two differing opinions when it comes to the track.
For Tokyo Blur, I'd put it the highest C tier possible. It's probably the most mid track in the game. There's not even there's only like grass shortcuts in this map, which is disappointing. The graphics on this map is ass as well. The grass sucks. It's fun to race on though. The music's decent as well. I wish we had more of like a Japanese cultural music, because I feel like the music is not like very cultured in my opinion for Tokyo. I wish they had brought like some cultural some Japanese like music that's cultural, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think I kind of agree with you. I think if you especially compare it to tracks later on the Booster Course Pass, like on this map you kind of just see the landmarks and don't really do too much with it. But later on you kind of like go through them and such. I think the music is honestly might be one of the best songs in the entire DLC. Like it's really good. It's really nice to put in the background of streams. Outside that, I think drifting on this map, it's one of the most fun tracks to like practice your lines on. It's really nice, and compared to most cities, it does have a shortcut. But yeah, the graphics are ass. I kind of agree with you on that. It doesn't really feel like Tokyo. It feels kind of like a generic city to me.
It's the definition of mid. I agree with that.
But when it comes to some, when it comes to most of the other cities, though, at least you're not gonna get lost because it's just like you go left the first lap, then you go right left, then you go right. You don't get lost on this map, but that's also because it's really short, like we talked about Chaka Mountain as well.
Yeah.
So I would agree. Put it in C. I want to see what chat is thinking as well. I saw F tier here as well.
Newbie.
Smash your pants.
That's just great timing.
F1 Mario Kart tracks. Hey yo, what's up, Foul? Welcome to stream. If you don't have to welcome. High C tier for me. This game just at the right time. Tokyo's so bad.
Yeah.
Can't do too much with that. I think C is good.
I think C is perfect. I think C is perfect for it. Even if it's not like high C, I think C tier is just perfect. I
kind of understand as well what Luigi was saying with F tier. Like, it's definitely not a very good track. Like, I feel like that's a lot of Wave 1. The quality was kind of lacking. Yeah. But I wouldn't call it one of the worst tracks because it does nothing really offensive either. It just kind of just exists. I kind of agree with you. It's kind of just mid. Definition of mid. Okay.
All right, Shroom Bridge.
I'm just
That
looking
is
at
so
Fowler in chat really quickly. If there's someone who loves this track, it's Fowler. Okay, so this has nothing to do with the track itself, but I don't know if you know these videos before we had Mario Kart 9. There were like these videos like predicting the retro tracks for Mario Kart 9. Every single time, I don't know why, I was always like, Shroom Ridge, where's Shroom Ridge? I don't know, I always just wanted to see that one. I think they definitely improved it from DS. Like, there's more going on, like the little like shortcut you can do now at the end with like the air going up. I think graphically, it's bad. Like, it has the weird brown mountains that you see later on in Rock as well that we're gonna see. I'm pretty sure with Mushroom Gorge you see in those as well. That just look awful. Like, the presentation of this track is really bad. I think the turns are very nice to take. Nothing much more. I think they ruined the cars as well, by the way.
Yeah.
Because in DS, like, the left lane is going forward, I believe, and the right lane is going backwards. So that's like how traffic works. Here, traffic is not working because they're both going forward. Like, that makes no sense.
In the US, actually, fun fact, if you didn't know, for the roads, there's like a little white line. There's like white lines on the road, like the little white lines. I think you know what I'm talking about. But
yeah.
Actually, that means for driving in the US, that means that both cars can go forward. That's one way. Sorry, one way. A two-way would be what you were just saying. Cars go in different directions. That would be a yellow line. So that's a little detail in Shroom Ridge I could like.
No, fair, but like in DS, I think it was better that one direction is going forward and the other is going backward, because that makes it a lot more dynamic. I don't know. I would say this one is Sear, maybe above Tokyo, maybe below Tokyo.
I'd put it the highest D tier. I don't like it.
I think the shortcuts are too big. I think the presentation is awful. I think it's definitely a downgrade, but it's still fun track.
I'd put it either lowest C or highest D. That's where I put it. I really don't like Shroom Ridge, but I don't know. I just don't like it. I don't like it. Cry, Fowler. I don't care. I don't care. It's ass.
I'm seeing two people saying D, one person saying B. I'm going C, and you said D as well. So I would say low C or high D.
Alright, we can put low C. I'd put the lowest C. That's fine. I don't mind.
No, I agree. Okay.
Fine with me.
Then we got next. Oh, I think this one is really controversial, I must say. Sky Garden. What do you think?
I honestly really like Sky Garden. It's short. It's short, but it's one of the more prettier tracks in Wave 1. And there's also a lot of shortcuts you can do on that track, 150 and 200, like the grass shortcut at the final 90-degree turn, or 180-degree turn, excuse me, not 90-degree. You have the little mushrooms on there, and then the little leaf cut, the little leaf bounce. What is it called?
The lily pad?
First left turn, like the leaves.
Yeah, like the lily pad leaves, you know, the two really bouncy ones.
Leaves, yeah. And then you have the mushroom there. I don't know. I really like Sky Garden. I'd honestly say it's better than Coconut Mall in this game. I put it like mid-A.
That's kind of the consensus I'm getting from chat as well. I see A, B, C. Usually on YouTube, I'm seeing a lot of people like shit on this one, kind of like Sunset Wilds, which we're gonna get to later, but for a different reason. I think this track is great, kind of like with the idea you're saying, but it's not. It's not Sky Garden. That's my main issue with it, because if you played Sky Garden on Mario Kart DS or Super Circuit, again, I started with Mario Kart DS, was my first game ever. It does not feel like Sky Garden. They changed the layout completely, and I think for the part later on the track where you do the final U-turn, it's shorter. I think it may be better, but it's definitely shorter. I think another turn would have been great. I think for the U-turn, they could have made that anti-gravity. I think that's a bit of the rush part with Wave 1. I think the music, though, and the presentation, like you were talking about earlier, is very good. They definitely took some stuff from Cloud Top Cruise to make this one good. Yeah. And I think the music, same with Tokyo Blur, like that's definitely something that made me hype for the rest of the waves. The music in this wave is very, very good, especially for Sky Garden as well. I wouldn't mind putting it in low A.
Low A?
Yeah.
How about mid-A? How about mid-A right behind Coconut Mall?
I'm seeing chat say A, B, A, C. So I would say that. I would say that's kind of like the average from what I'm seeing right now.
Yeah. It's definitely A.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Where are we putting it? Right under Coconut?
Yeah, I'm putting it right under Coconut.
Okay.
You can definitely see that this is kind of like a mid-wave, because most of them are kind of near the middle, near the lower, and we only have 2 tracks so far that are up there.
Oh, Ninja? We got Ninja. I'm a ninja.
Yeah, I'm sorry. This is the easiest S tier of my life. They introduced the tour originals with this map, and like certain turns are kind of scuffed and such, but this is the only track in the game where I can definitively say that if you have skill, if you know what you're doing, you clearly have an advantage. You just have an advantage. And that's why
Honestly,
the main reason.
I think the reason why people hate Ninja Hideaway so much is because they suck at the game and they just don't know how to drive on it. I genuinely think that's why people hate Ninja Hideaway.
I would kind of agree with it, but you know, like the turn, the first one you can either go up or down, where there's like a 90-degree turn, and later on as well.
Yeah.
Like those two, I think that is bad level design. The rest of it is very good level design. I would say in terms of the graphics, this is the best graphical look for any of the tracks from Wave 1. I would say the music is very, very nice. I wouldn't say it's one of the best ones. One of the best ones.
No question about it.
I would say for the introductions of the tour originals, and we're going to see that later, the tour originals honestly were one of the biggest highlights of the DLC for me personally. I don't know about you, but I really like the tour originals, like Ninja Hideaway.
Honestly, I'm down.
But
I think it's S tier.
I think it's S tier. I wouldn't say it's the best track in the entire DLC or anything.
Probably not.
But it's definitely up there.
Yeah. Also, Fowler, I'm not doing song request on just chatting. It's only Smash Bros streams I do song requests, by the way.
Ninja's S. Yeah, I agree with that. Yo, what's up, Migo? I wasn't sure. Have you been? Welcome. Wait, since when did you change your O there to a 0? Interesting. Okay, Monsuno. That was Wave 1. You ready for Wave 2?
Yep, we got New York Minute. I know we're both not going to agree on this one, so you go first and I'll tell you why I like New York.
I think this is the worst, outside of maybe Tokyo, this is the worst graphical looking city. This used to be my least favorite city, but there's one that's been worse for me. I think these tracks are supposed to feel like you're driving in an actual city and such, but it feels like here, like, you could say like, oh, but like you're in Times Square, or you're like in the zoo or whatever, the one that's in Madagascar. I don't know. Central Park, that's what it is. But it doesn't feel like, 'cause it's just like a generic park with just a bench in it. Like there's no like landmarks, which you see later on in some of the tracks. And it feels very cramped. There's like a random like car in the middle of the street that's not moving. If it were to be moving like Berlin byways, that makes sense, but now there's just not, you know, one there. And for lap 3, you just take the same route as laps 1 and 2, and then you just go in the basement of a parking garage, where I'm like, dude, you could have done so much more with New York. I know this was the first track they made for tour. I would call this a D tier or C tier. I think they're just like in Tokyo Blur, there was so much potential here, but they kind of ruined it.
I do agree with that. There was a lot of they could have done so much better with New York.
Especially if you look at the other US track, which we're gonna get onto later on, LA Laughs. Like if you look at how much stuff they crammed into, like I'm not gonna say that that's the best city track or anything, but if you just look at how many references are in there and how much they crammed into that compared to this, it just feels like you're driving in a generic city. Like if they were to call this like Mushroom City or something like that, I know that's a track at Double Dash, but if they just call it something like that, I couldn't see the difference between New York or that.
Yeah, what I do like about New York though is that they add the downtown part where like all of the billboards, all of the shops, like at the start of the race by the finishing line. I really like that.
I think that's the best part of the track. I think that's the best part.
Definitely the best part of the track. I like how they did the red carpet though, like you were talking about, when you go down. I feel like the third lap is short though, and I feel like they could have done something better with that. And the Central Park, like you would go in the little grassy area, like where the Goombas are and the cars you were talking about. They definitely could have done something better with that too. I do agree with you on that.
I think you can definitely tell after we saw Tokyo, Paris, and New York that they had a rough start with the cities with the first 3. Like they didn't do too much crazy stuff with it. We're getting into those later, but like they are trying to convey the idea for sure, but like not in a good way. I would say you can definitely tell this was the first city they've ever made. What did you say in terms of the ranking, though?
Honestly, I really enjoy racing on this track, and I like it. I think the music's really good as well, so I'd put it B. Anywhere in B is fine with me.
I have not seen anything above B in my chance, C, D, and I would personally give it a D. So I would say put it in
C, but I
C.
would not. I'd put in C, but no
Low.
higher than Shrimbridge. No higher than Shrimbridge.
Yeah. Also, Magoda, we're not gonna go back to Tokyo or any of the old tracks we already ranked, because we already, you know, talked about those.
Yeah.
So low C,
Yeah,
right?
you could just watch it on Alka's YouTube video.
So lowest of the C's one, right? Under.
Put it over Shrimbridge. I think New York's way better than Shrimbridge.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I definitely
I've
would.
seen too many C's and D's for that. I would say put it under Shrimbridge.
Shrimbridge is too crammed, more than New York Minute, and New York has better music and better graphics too.
Okay, I'll give you that one, but I think it's one of the worst city tracks. I think they could have done a whole lot more. So much missed potential.
It's one of the weaker ones. I will say that.
Oh God, we know what's next.
Oh!
F.
No, A. S, or not A. Best map in the game, S.
No. I need chat to get an average.
You know what? You
No,
know
no,
what?
no. It says Mario Circuit free. Me.
We need to do each the poll. You explain why you hate it, and I'll explain why I love this track.
Okay, just so you know, FYI, this might be in Wave 2, but this was the first track made in DLC. Looking at the code. What rank should it be? S A.
Also, chat, if you guys just want F tier for Mario Kart 3 for the poll, just type in F in chat.
I'm just gonna put an F in there. No, what?
It's way better than Shrimbridge, Magoda. No question about it. Also,
In terms of graphics, it looks worse than Shroomridge. I think the Wii version is better because this one is way too wide. I understand you like the turns, but that's why the Wii version is better for the turns and such. And if you compare it to any of the other SNES tracks, it doesn't look visually pleasing like SNES Rainbow Road. It doesn't change the map like Donut Plains Free, and it doesn't change it to an entirely new track like SNES Battle Scouts for Free. It's just like, oh, we need to put a track in here from Super Nintendo. Let me just copy paste it in here. The entire track is a shortcut. Like, you can just, if you have a star or a golden mushroom, you can skip like half a track.
Yeah, at least it's not like pinball though, where it's like once you're in last, you're screwed though. At least you have a chance.
True, but there's like that's too little. This is too much, personally speaking. But
the only thing that's too wide, I think, about this Mario Kart 3 is the 180-degree turn where you could just skip on the grass cut. Or the dirt cut, not grass cut, sorry.
I think that part before it as well. Also, my chat, we have 3 votes. 75% voted for F tier.
Bro,
but we're not.
You guys honestly just have no taste. It's insane.
That mama's on drugs, said Nave. Okay.
Okay, look, I also about the
I would
music,
say
the only reason they didn't change the music and remix it is because of nostalgia.
Yeah,
Like,
but
I
why?
had a bunch of people
Wait.
in my chat say that they really like the map just because of nostalgia.
That's fair, but why did they change the music then for Bowser's Castle Free, Rainbow Road, and Donut Plains Free?
I don't know. Maybe people didn't care for it back then.
It's
Mario Circuit 3,
outdated.
I'm pretty sure Mario Circuit 3 was popular back in the day, or for Super Mario Kart.
Yeah, it might be, but why? Like, why bring the same one back that was already in the Wii? You know, and not like Mario Circuit 4 or Mario Circuit 2 or Mario Circuit 1, because like 1 is the first track ever in Mario Kart. 2 they actually remade with a glider in 7, and 4 has never been remade outside of Super Story, but I brought back every single track. So I think if it was any of the other ones, I could have picked it higher. Through the visuals, I can say I like the addition of the pipes. It doesn't do too much in there, but like at least it gives it somewhat of an identity. Because outside that, I can't. Same in New York earlier. I can't tell that this is a Mario Circuit otherwise, because it's just a wasteland.
You know what? I can't kind of agree. I can't kind of agree with you that though.
I'm not gonna put it in F tier since you said it was S tier though. I
really think it's incredibly fun to play on though, Mario Circuit 3. It's genuinely like, I don't know. It's just like how you feel Vancouver. I just really love racing on it, and it's just.
I would say, you know what we talked about earlier with Tokyo, with how the track didn't really have too much, but like just driving and doing the turns on it just feels satisfying. I think that's kind of like what you have on there, what I have with Tokyo. But I would feel bad putting this in F with you, and I do feel like you have a few arguments there. I would say the nostalgia is nice. I think it's a little less like. Whatchamacallit, I think then they should have done the same for the other SNES tracks. I wouldn't mind putting this in a low D or mid D.
Oh no. I'll put it C. I'll be generous. I'll put it
Dude,
C.
we had 75% of the votes saying F. Be happy with what you get. That's all I'm
Bro,
saying.
you guys are lame. That's all I gotta say. You guys are lame.
I'm putting it mid D. Dude, I'm being generous here, alright? You know how much I hate this track. That's the first Net Mario Circuit for me.
If you suck my balls, would you?
Jesus. Mama 100% voted S. I think so too. I don't know. Yeah, no. I played on
It's not high. What are you talking about, dude?
Fun. I'm talking about I think it's more Circuit 3. No, fair point. But you know, we also have to, you know, we're doing this as a general community thing. You know, if Monsuno is saying it S, we're taking the average. So then it does get bumped up to D, though. Even though I hate putting it this high, you know, we're doing this in fair and square. Speaking of, it's tracks we don't like. Monsuno, what do you think of Calamari Desert?
F.
F?
That's all you need to know. F. This track.
Oh, this one. Oh.
I don't know. I really don't like this track either. I think it's cool you
thanks,
you get to go on the railroad tracks. Oops. You get to drive on them. They added, which I thought that was cool. But again, it's just I don't know. I don't like it. It's not fun to race on either. It's just ass. I'd honestly put it in F.
I would say purely for the change, I would say I would put it in a low D tier under SNES Mario Circuit 3. I think both tracks have the exact same issue, except that Calamari Desert changed it up.
Calamari's worse. Calamari's worse though.
Yeah, no, but I'm saying it under SNES Mario Circuit 3 because both of them have too many shortcut opportunities. I have that same issue as well. I think if you compare, if they just took Calamari Desert, because I don't know why people always really like Calamari Desert. If they just took the original one or the one they remade on 7, which is pretty much the exact same one, which is, you know, lap 1 the entire time, I think then it would have been clear F. But now I think this was a change for the better though, because like the train tracks were very iconic, and really does change up the track though. Like it makes it feel like it's one of those city tracks.
I guess it's true, but they didn't really change much though, besides driving on the railroad tracks. That's really it. That's really all that's good about this track. I enjoy. That's really it though. I really don't think it makes that much of a difference.
Yeah, but it's definitely better than the original. Like the rest of the track is just wide, you know. I would agree with that. It's too wide. There's too much sand, but I would put it like in D. I don't know. I think we need chat for this one to decide whether it's F or D. Chat, what are we saying? You put the wrong
also,
track.
never mind. Actually, sorry.
No.
Never
What are
mind.
you saying? FD. Fair. It's boring.
Stupid.
I would say so as well. It's like piss and poop combined. Chat, just type in chat F or D. I'm just gonna count it. I saw one F and I saw one D.
It's either low D or high F. I think.
S tier for you, Luigi. Interesting. FD. Yeah, no, I would say it's one of the two. Like, I'm not here in Monsuno to tell you that it's like a good track or anything. All I'm trying to say though is that I think if they just ported over the original version, that would have been much worse. That would have been much worse.
I guess you do have a point there. You know what? Sure, let's put it. I'd say put it low B or low D. Excuse me. Low D.
Yeah, under SNES 3.
Yeah, low D.
Okay, up next. Low D, yeah, I would say that as well, because we also saw Luigi saying S tier, so that bumps it up quite a bit as well, and also what we were saying. Next one, I don't really know what to say for this one. I was really excited for this one.
Most overrated track out of all the DLCs. This track is so overrated.
Would you say that it's the most overrated track in Mario Kart history? We were talking about it earlier with Mount Wario. I think Mount Wario and this one also like take it, but.
I honestly, yeah, it's either this track or Mario Circuit, Waluigi, Mountain, Wario. Fuck, I can't talk. Excuse me, sorry.
No worries. I love how you said like 3 different tracks for that.
Yeah, Mount Wario and Waluigi Stadium. Those are the 2 most overrated tracks ever. I honestly would put Waluigi Stadium in like high C. Like it's so mid. There's good things about the track. But it's just not good. It's just not great. You know what I mean? It's not great. It's good, but not great. And then, I don't know. The music is alright. I like the little pinball, though. I do like the pinball, like, at the last thing, where, like, all the pinballs and, like, the little game. I think that's cool. That's cool. But the thing is, though, when you get hit on the track, you are screwed. You are just screwed. And I don't know.
No,
I don't know.
no need to say sorry, Melvin. All opinions are welcome. You know, we're taking everything into account. You know,
sir.
that's why it's a community thingy. I would kind of agree with that. I would say this was the track I was. Well, actually, there's one more track I was more hyped for this DLC.
Yes.
That's because I looked into it, but like, you know, it is a fan favorite, and I understand why. I think the entire concept of the track is good, and I think in DS it was fantastic. I think in 7 it was
Yeah.
also alright. I think the issue is that the whatchamacallit, we were talking about it earlier, the just the way how Mario Kart 8 plays different from those games kind of, you know, doesn't affect it right. I think same with SNES 3, like we were talking about earlier. There's definitely something to talk about with missed potential, because a thing going around with Wave 1 was that there was no track in that wave that had anti-gravity. And I think, you know, like the part once you get out of the cannon at the start, where you're like on the green part, you know, where the first pinballs come in. In most custom tracks for the original Mario Kart 8, where they put this track in, they put that as an anti-gravity section, and I think they should have done that.
They should have done that.
I think they should have done that. If it came later in the DLC, I think it would have gotten it too. I think there's mid potential. I think there's potential there. I would agree with, like, if you get hit, you're screwed. And I think if they made more of the track around like the last part, I think it would be better. However, I'm not gonna sit here and say it's one of the worst tracks in the game. I definitely, when I see it online, I don't.
There's so many worse tracks than Pinball. It's not the worst, for sure. It's not the best, though.
Yeah.
Definitely not the best.
I would say put it in B, because it is like an outright classic, but it's not one of the best in the game. I'm seeing quite a few S tiers in here, but also quite a few low ones, and I would say then put it like mid of B, because like it is like a track you really think of with Mario Kart.
It's Mars. Yeah. You know what? Sure.
Yo,
if people
Mars.
are saying S in your track, then sure, B. Then B's fine.
Yeah, like middle of B. Okay, so let's see. What are the other tracks that we have in B right now? We have...
How you doing, though, Mars?
Choco Mountain and Paris Promenade. I would say put it above Paris, but not above Choco.
I would say the opposite, but if chat says that, then it's fine.
Wait, no, do you mean like above Choco or like above Paris?
I would say Pinball's the lowest B, honestly.
Okay,
That's what I'd say. Up to chat, though. It's up to chat.
Chat, Waluigi Pinball over Paris, or are we gonna put that over Choco? Or are we gonna put it at lowest of B?
Can I kid? What the?
Newbie said lowest of B.
I'd say lowest B, but if people want it in between, that's fine.
Over Paris, that's what I'm seeing. I would say that this track is more iconic and does more than Paris, though, if it's theming.
Fair point. Fine, we'll put it middle B then.
Okay.
Fine. I don't mind.
Next one. Okay, speaking of good tracks, though. Speaking of good tracks.
Oh, wait.
Easiest
Yeah.
ST in the world. I would say this is the second or third best city track.
Yep, S tier.
I think that this is a great track in general, and I think we were talking about the music earlier. I think the music on this map slaps. Yeah.
The best for Wave 2 for the music, no question about it.
I would say back during Wave 2, that's also the main reason why people know this as like the track I used to spam. I chose this track, and you know that more than anyone, Monsuno. I chose this track way too much when it first came out, but that's because if you compare to the rest of Wave 2, it's so much better. Like this feels like it's a track from Wave 4, 5, or 6, honestly.
Besides Mario Sugar 3, yes, I agree. I agree with everything you just said.
Music is the reason it's S tier for me.
Everything you just said.
Fair. Over Paris for sure, Luigi. Sponsored by...
Oh, this is way better than Paris.
Dude, I don't know why there's an A&M ad on here. That's why I'm trying to get rid of it, because I don't want that in the video. I don't think it's... Okay, it's not on there, at least. Okay, that's good. Now, would you say this goes over Ninja Hideaway or not?
Wait, this is better than Ninja. This is better than Ninja, I think.
I would say when it comes to the routes, by the way, of the city tracks, this track does it the best. Like, this doesn't feel like it's a city track. Like, you can't get lost on this map. Like, when it comes to the routes, it's really clear. I like how you, by the way, do like all three of the different variants, and then the last lap you go backwards from lap 1, which is really cool as well. Hello there.
Hey, for me? Really? Why not us, newbie?
Someone is
Why not us?
Like 7 emotes or Jake the Dog from Adventure Time. Oh lol. What's up though, Hyrule? Welcome to the stream. If you don't have to ask, how have you been? Welcome. Okay, so next one. I want your opinion on this, because I remember when Wave 2 first came out, you really liked this one.
Yep. You know what though? I'm not gonna lie, I really like this track and I thought it was S tier. I'm not gonna lie. It's kinda F now.
F.
You thought.
Oh.
You really thought no. Anyways, it's not S though. I definitely I really do like this track though. I think it's better than Coconut Mall though. Actually, no, that's too high. Never mind. I would give it the lowest A. I really enjoy racing on this track. I think the music slaps as well.
That's kind of funny because that's kind of like what the average that I'm seeing in chat so far.
Yeah, the only thing, this is the one thing I hate about Snowland, is that it's a bag. You could easily bag on this track. That is the number one thing I hate. But this is like one of the prettiest GBA tracks in my opinion. Besides other GBA tracks we'll go through, but this one I think is one of the prettiest. But it's short too. It's short and the baggy track.
I mean, the short part goes for all the GBA remakes in the DLC, honestly.
Yeah.
I think it's very pretty. I think that's for sure. I think the shortcut at the start is ridiculous. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I heard a little while ago that shaves off like a minute and a half, or not a minute and a half, excuse me. That would be insanely long.
Did you know
a second and a half. For what?
Did you know that on 200cc for that mushroom cut you could do it shroomless for 200cc?
Okay, that is stupid. I did not know that, but that's actually stupid.
Yeah, it's broken. It's a broken track, but I really love Snowland.
I think there's one more GBA track that's better than this one. We're gonna get to later.
Yeah.
But I would say, especially since like Snowland is like one of those tracks that no one was expected for the DLC, no one really cared about before and now. I think they did a fantastic job of it, also including the penguins and such. I'm seeing an average of A in chat, and I would say I agree with it. Originally, I didn't really understand the hype with it back when Wave 2 came out, but now I kind of understand it. But where do you want to put it, though? Because we got a Coconut Mall there.
I would put it over Coconut. I put it over Coconut, but I'm fine with it under Coconut. I really enjoy racing on this.
Chat, where are we going to put it?
Oh, you know.
Hey, Alka's, short. Hi, Alka. Yo, what's up, Yoshi? Welcome to the stream. If you're doing fantastic. How have you been? Welcome, Yoshi. Sorry about yesterday again. Dude, Yoshi joined in, like, right when I clicked the raid button. It was so sad, man.
Oh, that's an oof. Hey, Alka. Oh, bye, Alka. Emotional damage. That was for Unity. DK. Rocky Kill.
I got over pinball in Choco, but I enjoy Snowland snow tracks unless it Summit. Okay, as yeah, I'm biased. Would you say over Coconut?
Yes, I would say over Coconut.
Would you say over Sky Garden though?
Yes, no question about it.
Unless anybody objective or like says like objection, Your Honor, I would change it, but.
Objection, Papa. Wait, what?
I don't think it's S tier. Excuse me, hold up. But see, you were saying in my you did say it in my DMs earlier.
No, I didn't.
Wouldn't say over Sky. Okay, I take high A. I think it's one of the highest of A's. I don't think it's like the
I agree.
The greatest DLC track we got, but it was definitely a very good one. Anyways, we've been on Snowland for a while.
Can I just say one more thing about Snowland?
Sure.
If it wasn't a bagging track, it would be S tier. I think.
Yeah, but how would you change the opening then? That's the thing. Because it's already quite short.
Honestly, just have it blocked. That's all I do. I just have Nintendo put like a barrier on it.
Yeah, fair. But also, yeah, okay, yeah, the amount of shortcuts is kind of stupid. You have like free one. You have like the one at the start and you have the one later. That's kind of like the same one that's free. And then you got the one on the side. I think the final shortcut though, where you're like on the side of the bridge, is really cool.
Yeah.
I don't know if that's like the best fix, I would say. I think just having a different turn there to make it a little bit longer would be really good. To have it blocked up but then a different turn. With maybe like a smaller shortcut, but I don't know.
Maybe. I'd agree.
Anyways, I want to know your opinion on Mushroom George Washington.
I know a lot of people like Mushroom Gorge. I almost said Mushroom George. Gosh dang it. I know people are like, oh my gosh, there's not 3 mushrooms in the freaking boost area. Like, you know, like the 3 typical mushrooms you'd bounce. And oh my gosh, bro. And I'm like, it's like 1 mushroom. Big deal. Stop crying about it. Go back to Wii. Anyways, I do like how they brought the Mushroom George shortcut though.
Yeah,
I do like that. I like how you could do some shortcuts on it too, but I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna give it high B. It's a solid. I'd give it a solid track. It's very solid, I'd say.
I think
That's how I would say.
I think what Melvin said in my chat is honestly what I agree with. I think the gap cut is the best part of the track, and I think it's really nice that they brought it back because they didn't put it back in 7. And same with like the one you can do at the start, even though it's less good compared to the gap jump. Facts with what Melvin is saying there. Outside of that, I think, but that's kind of like what I thought with Waluigi Pinball and SNES 3 as well. I don't know why in this way we only got 5 new remixes. I don't know why out of all tracks, this one didn't get a music remix. Or, I mean, it's slightly, but it's not like, if you compare it to any of the other Wii remixes or any of the other, like, remixes in general, it's not, you know, remixed. It really isn't.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
It isn't, no.
And outside, I like how they changed, like, the cave section where you could go the 2 paths from Wii, but there's also the path from 7 with the glider. I like how they managed to include all of those. In general, though, every time I play this map, it feels kind of stale. It feels like you're kind of just, you know, playing up until the gap cut, and then people take the gap cut, and some people don't. That's kind of like where you're. It feels like the entire track, kind of like with Drive Desert, it's feeling around the gap cut.
I know Menno said that the mushroom physics when bouncing on it sucked. I actually like it more on this track than on the Wii, and I like how you can just like get a mini turbo, like a quick mini turbo, and not trick off the boost ramp, and then you could just go faster. I honestly like that. Like those strategies.
You also got like a little boost of it back during Wii. I feel like I kind of agree because it kind of feels like you're in free fall when you did it in Wii. Because you know you had like the middle part that was kind of like round and the sides were straight, kind of like how the entire thing now is.
I know what you're talking about.
I would say put it in middle of B, but I don't know above which tracks. I'm seeing a few people saying here S. I would say gap. If it was a better full track with the gap cut, I would say it would be better. But it's an iconic Wii track. But I'm sorry, the graphics suck on this one because it has the weird mountains again from Shroom Ridge that we talked about earlier. That were definitely not the last we're going to see those. By the way,
I agree. I think it is. I think the graphics do suck.
And I think the music is worse. I think if those would have been better, I think I might have put it in A. But I think I agree with what Nave said as well. I think it's a B.
I give it high B, but for some of these takes, this is a community ranking, by the way, Marvin. But what's up, Marvin? How you doing, bro?
Yo, Marvin. Current CC on the Mushroom Gorge is Hellfire. True. I think Monsuno, I agree with you with the mushrooms, except for 200 CC. I don't feel like they're made for 200. Because if you trick off them, you just go too far after a while.
It's different on 200. You just gotta adapt to it. But yeah, it's definitely different. It's weird. You just gotta get used to it. It's different though. I can see that.
Honestly, I agree. Also with what Newbie said, because like the cave section and the gap cut after were probably very strong, but like the rest of the track is just. Anyways, where are we gonna put it? Because we agreed on B, right? But do we put it above Choco? Do we put it above Pinball? Or do we put it above Paris or at the bottom of it?
I'd put it. You know, I'd be generous. Sorry, I would put it over Pinball, and in between Choco. I think Mushroom Gorge is better than Pinball. I'm just saying. But
wait, you said under Choco, right?
Under Choco or over Choco, either one's fine.
I would say under. I think Choco brings more to the table. I would say.
That's fine. That's fair. That's fine.
If it had better graphics, I would put it above Choco, but both of them in terms of graphics. If they came later on the DLC, they would have been, you know, they would have been better.
Yeah. All right, let's just move on, shall we?
Where is? Oh, there's
Snowland above Coconut Mall. Yes, Migoda. Yes.
You can have a say in it too if you're joining the discussion. It goes for anybody, by the way. My God, that was a typo. Oh, no worries.
Just look at cock.
Hey, yo.
I don't know.
I still have to censor a few things before I upload this. My goodness.
Oops, I forgot you're recording. Oopsies.
No worries. Okay, final track for Wave 2. Until we're through, like, the first hard part. I'm sorry, this is not just the worst tour original, but this is one of the worst tracks of DLC. Sky High Sunday McDonald's. I think it's a funny meme track we have in the community, but it's I don't know why they marketed this wave alongside you know, Waluigi Pinball and Sky High. Cause like Pinball makes sense, but it
was overhyped before it came in. I'll give you that. It was definitely overhyped. I won't lie though, I enjoy racing on this track too. I don't like it competitive wise, but
How do you enjoy liking on this one? It's kind of like Excite Bike again.
It's just like Mario Kart 3. I just enjoy driving on it. I don't know what else to tell you on that. More 200 than 150. But...
Newbie said Sky is Sunday S tier. Hell no.
Honestly, Newbie, I kind of down with you with S tier.
Yeah, no, let's put it in S. No, I would say it's only above Toad Circuit. I think the graphics are awful. I think I think the remix is all right. It's getting worse for me because I hear it too many times for choosing it too much. Anyways, but outside of that, I think in terms of graphics, if they took like the graphics from Sweet Sweet Gang, I think this could have been one of the prettiest tracks in the entire game. Now it just looks like plastic tour stuff.
I could agree with that.
It feels like it has like the graphics of like Toad Circuit, honestly. Nico Avocado would put it S tier. Yes, sir, he would. I love how Luigi just went for the inside meme that we have over here from Newbie, but then without even knowing it, that's a W.
B, it's B. Honestly, I don't know where to put it. It's not S. I don't think Sky has S. I don't think it's A either.
No, definitely not. I would say it's D.
Honestly, I'd agree with a newbie. I'd put it in B, maybe high C. That's honestly where I'd put it.
Okay, but why would... Okay, give me a reason why Sky, for example, is better... Wait, where did you say B, right?
I said B, yeah.
Yeah, but like, Sky, there's not as much to it as like Paris, though, or Mushroom Gorge that we're talking about.
I wouldn't put it... Sky High is not high as B. I'd put it like middle or lower B.
I would say put it under Tokyo and C. I saw C tier by far the most, and I would say like graphically it's still stronger than Shroom Ridge. It plays more fun than Shroom Ridge probably as well, and I think it's better than New York. I would say.
Sky High.
Mm-hmm.
We could put it high as C. I wouldn't mind that. I would put it lowest. I personally would put it probably lowest B, but I'm fine with it. I'm fine.
Hey,
with
nice, Aurelio.
B.
Yeah, but under Tokyo, I'm saying, or would you say above Tokyo?
I would put it over. I'd put it over.
Okay, then we're putting it over Tokyo. I would agree.
Next track.
1 second, please. Oh, the next one is also gonna be one. Oh my God.
Also, you grabbed Amsterdam. You didn't grab Sky High.
Oh, fuck me.
You good, bro.
Yeah, see, that's what I was trying to double check. Yo, I'm getting to my own country too quickly. Yeah, they're in random order for me. Okay.
Whoa, relax, dude. We'll get to Amsterdam later. We'll get it
Man,
later.
I just want to go to see the bike. My God. Anyways, Monsuno, I'm just dealing with stuff, so we put it above Turkey. There you go. Okay, next track. That is London Loop.
Oh, next is London. Okay. What's up, Kyle? How you doing, bro?
We're here at the start of Wave 3. I would say this is the part where the DLC gets good after like the next 2 tracks or next 3 tracks.
London. Oh, London's so... Dude, this is one of the worst tour tracks in my opinion. This is the definition of D tier. Or low C tier. It's so... I don't like London at all. I don't even like the city London in general. Oh my gosh, you have the Big Ben. It's so cool. Look, mommy, it's a tower. No, it's just a tower. Nobody cares. It's just a clock. No, we don't care. And the map looks bland as well. The freaking chain chops. I don't know why there's chain chops there.
Dude, somebody said Harry Potter ruined it.
No, I don't want a chain chop.
I would say it kind of fits though with it, but I would say when it comes to the graphics, you know, like certain city tracks, right, that take place at daytime, like Tokyo. What is another one that I'm thinking of right now? Like Amsterdam, like Berlin Byways, like London Loop. They all look graphically the same. I'm sorry. They're just at daytime. Berlin, Amsterdam, London, Tokyo. Like they're all at daytime, honestly, and because they're at daytime, they all look the same.
They do look the same. Shit.
I actually I mean like the buildings and stuff look somewhat different, but like at least when it comes to the time of day. But
it's not. The thing with London, it's not even fun to drive on, and the music sucks too. It's like what I'm struggling to find what is good about London.
I would say, because remember at the start with Paris, where I talked about, you know, a good city track makes it so that it still feels like a Mario Kart track, like you know where you have to go to and such.
Yeah.
Dude,
yeah.
it took me like a solid week or so when Wave 3 came out to know that full route, because this track, like, has the worst layout of any of the Tour City tracks. Before I hated New York the most. This was my dislike city at the moment, because the route, like you do experience some stuff, but like the route is so weird. I'm sorry, like it feels so wide and so like clumsy to drive in.
Why did they even add chain chomps in the first place? That's what I want to know.
Britain is kind of like known for that. Maybe, I don't know.
Britain's known for dogs cutting off their legs. That's what they're known for. I'm not going to London. That's for sure.
Hey, the one thing I do want to say though, I don't know that about many of the cities, because you know I've not been to every single one of these cities. But I've been to London before. I would say, like, outside like that, it feels clumsy to drive on. Maybe that's because I've been there, but like it feels very accurate at least. That doesn't mean that makes it a good Mario Kart track. No, not the dog part, not the chain chomp part, but I mean like where you're like driving through, you know, like the part on lap 3 where you go like someone under the bridge before you go to what the dog doing, you know?
Maybe the dog's cutting the willy, you know what I mean, like, eh?
Hey,
like,
yeah.
You know what I'm talking about? We're gonna cut that willy with the chain chomp. We're gonna take it out of London Loop and we're gonna take it up your little butt. Oh, anyways,
you know, like the little part before you go to the chain chomp on lap 3, like where you go someone under the bridge there. Like I walked there and it feels exactly as long, you know, but that makes it a bad Mario Kart track.
As long? What's that supposed to mean? Huh?
In terms of how long you have to drive on it, but I'm thinking of putting it in like a low D. I gotta be honest. I think this is the worst city track easily.
You know what? It's not as bad as Calamari, I think, but I'm down. I'm down with that.
Would you put it under or above Calamari? I'm just checking chat as well what they're saying.
I put it above. I'm fine with either way though. I don't mind. I mean, maybe the dogs are cutting the willy. Yeah, they're cutting the willy. It's not new, babe. Also, call that's a W, bro.
Due to London Loop. Wait, I thought it was canceled due to London Loop. Hey, yo. Why?
Loop you do on you.
Now, I would say they could have done more of this one, because it feels like it's a mix of... I feel like this is like the part where, you know, we went from the alright cities to the good ones. Like, it's kind of in between. Yeah. Like, you experience some of the stuff, but like there's also like, oh, here's the St. Paul's Cathedral. You just drive past it through it in lap 2. But in like Sydney, you see like the Opera House and you go like through it. Like, why couldn't we have gone through it, for example?
Yeah. So I do want to put this map in F. I don't like London. I'll be generous, put a D, but I don't like it. I don't like it. I don't like London.
It's too confusing. I gotta go to a party soon, man. Nice meeting you, and I hope to see you again soon. I have to play some race with you sometime soon, Luigi. Sorry we couldn't play more, but I hope you enjoyed the party. Thank you so much for dropping in here. Really appreciate you stopping by. Same goes for Melvin. Anyway, so we're gonna put it above Calamari before I forget to.
Alright, that's fine. Next track, baby.
I would say this is the best GBA remake.
Oh, which track?
Boo Lake is up next.
Honestly, I would have to agree.
I put Amsterdam.
Hear me out? I think Boo Lake's S.
I wouldn't go that far. I would say it's A.
I honestly really think it's S. I would put it low S. I'd put it low S. But I just think it's so fun to drive on, not lay on. It's so fun to drive on. The layout you said, it's really good. The best probably layout for any GBA track.
This is like the only GBA track, by the way, just saying. That's why I feel like it's the one that feels the less short. Because they only took out a very small turn. Like, no, it's definitely the long one of the ones they remade in the BCP, in the Booster Course Pass.
The thing is, though, how would you change Boo Lake and make it longer, though? I feel like it's just fine how it is.
I like how they gave, like, the bonefish in the water thing. I think the best thing they did with this remake, I know they technically remade it in Tour and then just put it in this game, that's like all of these tracks, you know, from Tour, but I think the best thing they made it in GBA, it kind of was like Ghost Valley all over again. But now they're like, oh, it's called Boo Lake, because they could have also gone for Broken Pier on this one, but they were like, oh, it's Boo Lake. So let's make it an underwater section and include those bonefish that they have in New Super Mario Bros. I think that was really nice. I think the one thing for me personally, keeping it away from being an S, is because there's only one very small shortcut. And I think by far this is the best Ghost track, and it's one of the two.
like that you could do it shroomless though. That's what I really like though. You can do it shroomless.
But there's a cardboard thing in front of it. How would you do it streamless?
You could just hold. You can just right after the ramp, you could get a drift in, get an ultra mini turbo, and then right after you go on the grassy part, you break the walls on it, or like the little PP thing, PP code, whatever it's called.
I would say put it high A, low S, because the it feels too cramped. I'm sorry, like some of the turns feel very unnatural. You have to brake drift for them. You know, the one right before it goes into anti-gravity and you go in the water. I feel like that one especially feels too cramped. That's what I had the issue with first time, but I think we should let chat decide whether it's low S or high A. Because I don't think it's as good as Sydney and Ninja, but I think it's better than the ones we have in A right now. That's what's making it hard. One part is amazing, I would agree. Break the PP. Hey, yo. I was gonna let chat vote again.
PP? What are we ranking now? Pause.
Hey, you were talking about Piranha plans.
That is true. You know what? Fair enough.
Which tier? No, I honestly, I agree with you though, but like, it's the same Ninja either way. If it's like new players, like, then, and it's like, yeah, if they don't know how to brake drift, that makes it very difficult.
Everyone's saying high A. So I think in your chat they're saying high A too, so we can put it high A.
My computer just something weird. I think I turned it off and turned the light back on and what? I don't know how to fix it. I hope you can fix it. I have no idea either. Technical difficulties, please stand by. Yeah, I'm seeing everybody saying A as well. I'm just gonna take a look at the pool.
Yeah, let's put a high A then.
Yeah, I'm seeing A's way. I think highest in A though.
That's fine then. I don't mind that. That's fine with me.
I don't know about you though. I think this is the best GBA remake track.
I probably have to agree with that.
I don't know about the base game because I really like GBA Mario Circuit as well, but that's not what we're here to discuss today.
Yeah, true.
Okay, there we go. Okay, Rock Mountain. I think. Do you want to start or should I start? Because I could go on for a while.
You know what, Luca? I think you explain better. You tell us why this map's so shit and it's not even funny. You explain it. I'll give it to you. So I'm gonna take a sip.
Okay, so Monsuno's going to the Piranha Plant Cove. Nice. Okay, so yeah, Rock Mountain. I don't know about you guys, but I've never understood why people like this map. This track feels, at least to me, feels like a marketing gimmick for Mario Kart 7 to show off the glider, and I think it does that well. But you're like almost only there, and it would be cool if it had like a cool layout where you're like going like left and right, like in the air or something. But you're just going straight whenever you're gliding. You're just going straight. I like how they changed it so now that you know, since the pipe are blowing upwards after the anti-gravity section. Kind of forgot to talk about that. This was the first wave where outside like Sky is Sunny, that was like anti-gravity all the way. That, you know, Rock Mountain, Blue Lake, and one more track later on this wave were also in anti-gravity, which is nice to see back. But like this track would be fun if you were to go like left or right, whatever, during the landing. But no, it has the exact same layout again as Excite Bike, Baby Park, and Sky Sunday, where it's just like an oval. Yeah, there are a few more turns here and there, but it just comes down to being an oval all over again. The anti-gravity is like the best thing I could talk about it. I think the remix is also like bland.
The remix is shit.
Yeah, I would say it's alright. And I think the graphics, we talked about this earlier, it has a Shroom Ridge and Mushroom Gorge mountains, which look awful. So I would personally say put it an F above Toad Circuit.
Honestly, the only thing, I agree with everything you said. The only thing I'm gonna add is you could pretty much just bag on this track and you can win. Like, you cannot. Unless you have a huge lead in first, there's no way you can get front run.
I think that's what makes this track even worse, because I feel like the idea of having a track where you're just like mostly in the air is a good idea, but I was just talking about it with chat, I don't know if you heard. Yeah. If you like go like zoom into the left or to the right, you know like how that's like weird when gliding, you go like with your card more to the left when you try to go to the right, like it takes a second.
Yeah.
I think that would have been such a cool idea. Like there's a lot of potential here, but it just gets executed wrong.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
I fixing it hand to.
I don't know where to put it in D or F.
I saw someone ranked at 17th. That's horrible. I'll go low.
17th? There's probably some idiot that did that. Honestly, just saying. Anyways,
See you later, Melvin. Thanks for joining up. See you soon. It was fun having a chat. Okay, you guys type in chat either F or D. I would personally say F. This is one of the few tracks where I'm like, put it in an F. There's not a lot of tracks from this point on forward where I'm like, oh yeah, they definitely are bad.
I don't know. I don't know where to put it in D or F. I don't know. It's like low D or mid D or high F.
Yeah, but I'm sorry, but like London has a weird route, but at least, you know, at least that's better than this.
It's hard, yeah, it's hard. It's hard.
Because this track, at least to me, like I like how to put anti ground in it, but that's like the best I can say about it. Like you're just mainly just going forward again. Like that's like about it. I only saw newbies say F. I didn't see anybody else.
What's the chat saying?
Nave said D, and newbies saying F. I'm saying F as well, so it's up to you. If you say D, I would say put it a low D. If you say F, then we're putting it above Toad Circuit.
Fuck it, let's put it in F. I think Rock deserves to go F. I'd put it F. Anywhere in F's fine with me.
I would agree with you. I think maybe like with Calamari Nave, like I don't know how to feel about it, because like yeah, but like I don't like I understand that Mario Kart 7 nostalgia, but personally like I played it when I was younger as well, but I never cared for it much. You know, that's the average right now. Oh, I put Amsterdam there again.
Under Toad Circuit.
No, I would say put this above Toad Circuit. It has more going on, and I think the graphics are somewhat better.
Right.
And it doesn't have a giant toad balloon, which is gonna be my sleeper house's demon for the end of time.
Bruh. Alright, well.
Alright,
next track?
It is a Maple Treeway.
I won't lie. This is probably one of the weaker ones for Mario Kart Wii. I feel like.
Explain.
I like how the leaves that fall down, then once you like blow them away, there's like a hidden mushroom on there. I like that Nintendo did that. I really like that. I like that
too, but in Wii sometimes there were also shell or banana. Not that it's every single time a mushroom. I think it gets exploited a bit too easily.
That's true. They could have mixed it up. That's true. That's a good point. The music is always good on Maple Treeway as well. I feel like it's a little tricky to drive on a 200, but once you if you know what you're doing, you'll be fine. I also like that they added 2 wigglers on it as well.
Was there only one there before? Because I remember there being 2, but
I think there was. I think there was only 1 wiggler. Then they added 2 to make it harder, which
wiggle. They were like teasing Wiggler to be playable.
Ooh, yeah, they were. I put it high B. High B or low A. It's fine with me, but what do you think?
I don't know, I was really excited for this one, and I remember it being so much better in Wii, but I kind of have the same issue with Waluigi Pinball. Like, I remember it being very good, but there's like no way to get back into the race for same with like Waluigi Pinball.
That's true.
Like, I played this earlier during the tournament, and you know, it's kind of like really stupid in order to get back into the race.
Yeah.
This year, I remember you cried to Maple. Yeah, but that was the original reaction. We don't talk about it.
You cried to Maple Treeway?
No, that's when we did it. You know, when I was here in the rain and you and Sage were here. I didn't cry to Maple Treeway. We were really excited for this one. It was cool experiencing it again in HD, though. I would say that. I think it's good they brought it back, but it's definitely a downgrade from the original version.
Yeah, I agree. Where would you put it?
Because I also feel like the the ending in Wii where you're on the little like trampoline thingy is a lot more fun than just make it into a glider section.
I guess that's true, yeah.
What do we have in B right now? Chad said, yeah, I would say put it above Choco though. I would say top of B.
That's exactly what I'd say too.
Yeah, Chad was also saying B. I honestly agree.
I would agree with that too.
That was an easier one.
Huh, for sure, dude. Alright, next track.
Berlin Byways.
This was so hyped when it came out, and now I feel like nobody likes Berlin anymore.
Bro cried to Burley. Wait, I didn't cry to Burley.
You could cry in me. Wait, what?
Hey, yo. No, but, no, I would agree. Really? I would agree. I think it's still one of the better city tracks. I don't think it's one of the best. I don't think it's top tier city tracks. I think it's good city tracks, but not mid, and also not S. I would say in between. I would say like B or A. Because I think lap 1 is really fun. I think lap 1 is the strongest lap on this one. I like how you go, like, I know it looks visually kind of the same as the other ones, but at least in this one you're going for like a small subway, kind of reminding you of Super Bell Subway.
I like lap 3 where the little thwomps there, and then like the little paintings on the right of it too. I do like that.
Oh yeah, on the Berlin Wall, right?
Yeah.
You know, I think those 2 laps are definitely the strongest. I think lap 2. I think lap 2 is really bad. I'm sorry. I've said that when I ranked this. When I ranked this originally on the YouTube channel, go check it out, by the way. I put this in A tier, and a lot of people got upset over it. But I mainly did that because I think laps 1 and 3 were really good, but lap 2 of the cars, that section feels so slow. And even like the little park after it. I think the park is fun on lap 3. I think it works a lot better on that lap. But on this one, it feels like it just goes on for a while. Like, it didn't need a car section. Like, why does this city need a car section out of all the cities? Like, they're all cities, you know?
Yeah, honestly, I don't even enjoy driving on Berlin anyways. I don't really like Berlin that much. I honestly would not give it A. I'd give it, like, I don't even know if I'd put it B, honestly. I'd put it C. I don't really like it that much, really.
I do like, though, that before this came into the game, you were like, oh, man, Berlin is going to be the worst one they're going to add from the cities. And then we played it for the first time, and then you were like, holy shit, okay, that's actually really good.
Yeah, I think I've played it so many times where I just don't care for it anymore.
I think the remix is also nice, but I prefer the tour version of the song as well. But that's just me personally.
Oh yeah, the music does slap though. I put it lowest B. That's where I'd put Berlin.
Let me see.
It's just okay. It's just, I don't know. It's just okay.
Would you say Paris is better than Berlin though? I would say put it above Paris.
I honestly find it more fun.
Yeah?
And better, but that's me.
I think visually it differentiates itself a lot better. Where even is my Berlin? Oh, there's my Berlin. We putting it under Paris then?
That's where I put it.
Okay. I think I put it in the wrong thingy. I put it in the wrong thingy, yeah.
I think you put it in C.
There you go. Okay.
Yeah, you put it in C.
Up next, Peach Gardens.
Peach Garden?
I don't know why they keep on bringing this one back. I like it, but I don't know why of all Mario Kart DS tracks, why they keep on bringing back this one. They also brought it back from Wii, and then also this one.
You know what? I like the theming of this map. I really like the theming of Peach's Garden. Like you all like for the little grass area of like Peach, Mario, Luigi, Toad. I think there's one of Yoshi, but I don't remember. I like in the gliding section you can trick off the chain chops too.
Dude, the glider section and the visuals were so like that got a really good overall. I agree.
Yeah. I don't know. It's a bagging track though. You can bag and you can still win. The music fits the I don't know. The theming is really good in this track, so it's hard. I would give this B. I'd give this a B track, but I just don't know where to put it in B. But what do you think though? I like it. It's solid. It's fun to race on too.
They said above Sky Garden. Where do we put Sky Garden again?
Really? A? Low A? Really?
We're talking about Peach Gardens. I would say this is a really solid DS track, but I don't know why of all DS tracks I keep on bringing back this one, because like there's like why not bring back like Luigi's Mansion or Delfino Square or Airship Fortress,
which are better than Peach's Garden in my opinion.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but I think if they brought back the original version, just where all 3 laps were the same, I think then it would have been like a C or a B. I think the lap 3 was a really good inclusion, because I think the glider section, like it doesn't do too much different, but the glider section was really fun. I think the one thing that it breaks with it, I like the shortcut usually at the start is nice, but like what you said, the shortcut at the end is way too big for at the end of the track. They did not keep that into account at all. And I think because of that, it's like a high B for me. Like, I like the theming, and I think the music is good, and I think this is definitely the best track I brought back from DS, I would say.
I'd put it mid-B, honestly. I would put it over Pinball and under Mushroom Gorge, honestly.
I think this...
That's where I'd put it.
Yeah, I would agree. Chad, do we agree? I think this track has, like, now that we're talking about Mushroom Gorge real quick, I think this track has, like, the strengths and weaknesses that, whatchamacallit, Mushroom Gorge also has, except, you know, they changed this one, though.
That's true. It's a solid track, though. If it wasn't for the theming, I feel like this track would just be ass. The theming is very good in this
Dude,
map.
in the original, there was just random bushes. Now they made it, like, actual Mario Kart. Like, visually, visually, you could see now they actually put effort into, you know, remaking the maps compared to Wave 1 and 2. Okay, up next. I don't know whether this is going to be controversial or not, but we got Merry Mountain.
Merry Mountain.
I thought very high.
Oh, there's Merry.
I thought very highly of this track when it first came out, but I don't know. The more and the more, I still think it's really good. I just think the shortcut when you're like on top of the mountain is extremely busted. But outside that, I think the theming is really good. And I remember last year when this track first came out, people were saying it's a good track right now. But, you know, when we're going to play this in the summer, then it's a bad track because it's a Christmas theme. And I was like, wait, why is that not the case with any other ice track? I'm like, that makes no sense. I'm sorry. I just wanted to say that.
Yeah. Honestly, I kind of have to agree with that, though. Because once kind of went Christmas Winway, I didn't really like the map that much anymore. It's too...
Why does it change it though? Only because it's a different part of time. I don't understand it because like Snowland keeps on being fun and that's also an ice track. Like I don't know. Maybe that's just me.
I think it's just because it's Christmas themed. I don't know. It's weird, yeah. I think Merry Mountain's too short. They should have added a little more to it. I feel like it's very pretty. I love Christmas time as well. So I really like that too. There's definitely like you were saying, that mushroom cut is kind of overpowered. And there are some strategies you can do on mushroom, or not mushroom, sorry, Merry Mountain. Why say mushroom? Anyways. But it's fun. It's a fun track to race on too. The music is good as well.
I would say, since they revealed Wave 3 with this one in Peach Gardens, I think this track, what it does very well, because I would agree with you, like, it's kind of short, and, like, it's kind of like going up the mountain, back down the mountain. I think what's really nice, though, is that they include, like, a glider section, and anti-gravity, and the half-pipes. Like, it kind of just included, like, a lot in it. Like, it doesn't, like, on the surface, when you look at the layout, it doesn't do too much, but because of that, it does feel like it has more in it than it actually has.
Yeah, yeah.
I would say when it's Christmas time, this track might be better. Yes, I don't know if it gets worse, but it's definitely better when you play it around Christmas.
Yeah,
but not like that it gets bad after anything. Because I've liked this track all year, personally speaking.
I think Merry Mountain's in B. I just don't know where.
See, it's S. Me and Nate got married on it. Yeah, true. No, I put this way too high back during my Wave 3 review, from what I remember. I would say put it somewhere in the middle of B, because I'm seeing a lot of people saying no opinions, and I would just say like the middle of the pack. I think this is also with Sky's Son. They wanted the weaker tour originals, like the two weakest ones.
Yeah, where would you put this map though?
Let me take a look. I would say it's better than Pinball because it uses like underground and such. Better. I would say put it above Mushroom Gorge.
Really? I don't know.
I feel like this track has more to it, and the theming is better than Gorge.
I feel like it's more fun. I feel like Mushroom Gorge is more fun to race on though.
Chan, above or below Gorge? But no, definitely better than Pinball, I would say, because there's like with anti-gravity and such, there was missed potential there compared to this one.
No question, yeah.
And above, and I would say above Gardens as well.
I agree.
I'm seeing two aboves here.
Above George?
Yeah, I would personally say that as well.
Alright, that's fine then. Alright, above Mushroom George, Merry Mountain goes.
I would say if like Gorge was remade a tiny bit better with like the music and the visuals, it would be better. Also, now that we're just looking at like if we're looking at the layout, like S is pretty empty, F is pretty empty, and like D is really empty. The rest is stacked. No, but like the rest is so stacked. Oh, and up next, I don't know about you, but I feel like this is S tier. 3DS Rainbow Road, by the way.
I'm gonna you explain why, but I'm gonna think about this very carefully because I have mixed feelings about this.
I'm thinking either high A or S. I swear to God, yeah, and Newbie's gonna get upset as well. But I think, like, I know we hey yo, we didn't have Rainbow Road either before this, and if you compare this to the other 3 Rainbow Roads we got up until this point, N64 was by far the best, alright? But that map went from being too long to being too short. This one, first of all, is the first section-based track we got in the DLC, and not just that, the first section-based track since Big Blue from the original DLC. And there's not too many of those in the game. I think this one executes it the best because there's a lot of different stuff that happens. I think in terms of the visuals, this is by far the best-looking track we saw so far.
Yes, I agree.
Of the not just the Booster Course Pass, same with the base game. Forgot to mention that Merry Mountain too. I thought that was visually very good as well. I don't think it's the best track in S tier. I would say like put it the lowest of S tier because it is like a really good Rainbow Road. But I think lap 3 is I don't know about lap 3. It's just kind of like you go through the little loop and then you fly and then you're like done. Like the rest of the track is so good.
It's so pretty though, and I like the asteroids in lap 3 as well. But that's the only thing I'm struggling with is to put in S or A. It's just the third lap.
Yeah,
it's just too
no,
short.
same.
Like the first two laps are absolute bangers.
I feel like you're kind of like flying through there, like if you were to be Burley, dude. You're just flying through there.
I don't know. It's just not like a third lap. I don't know. What is your chat say?
And they've said that the ending, so lap 3 is kind of like Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Rainbow Road, and it kind of is, because you just like you just kind of go you just kind of go in the loop-de-loop thing. And you either glide or jump. You go do a few jumps.
Yeah.
Take a really long turn. I don't know why it has to be so long. And it's just kind of done. Usually when you're like racing, nothing really happens in there anymore. Even though the rest of the track is really fun. With like a lot of flying, a lot of jumps, a lot of like crazy things. Now that I'm thinking about it with like the gliding and the jumps and such, it kind of reminds me of Ninja Hideaway. But I think the moon part definitely carries it as well. I think that was a really cool inclusion.
Yes, I agree with that.
I saw 2 S tiers, and I think we should put it the lowest of S tier because it like visually it's also like it is a really good track. I think the one thing holding it back from being the best track in the game is like that lap 3. Like it's not bad, but it's not good. It's just a mid lap.
Yeah, I agree. Fine, that's fine.
Like it's kind of like it's kind of like Berlin where it missed like the one like where one of the laps was just kind of ass, you know. But then for this one. At least visually, it's better than Berlin, I would say. And the music is really good though for lap 3.
That's true. I guess that's true.
Okay, we're officially halfway through. Up next is the track that I kept on putting in here, and it's my own, country, the Netherlands, with Amsterdam. Amsterdam. I would say the ratio of bikes to people is good. The train moves though, so it's F tier because that's not accurate at all.
Bruh.
No, just kidding. But yeah, what do you think of Amsterdam? I would like to know your opinion first.
Sorry, I just had to get that out of the way. Anyways, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of don't like Amsterdam that much. I think the water section just ruined the map for me. I don't like the water section.
That's kind of like Berlin lap too. Like nothing really happens in there.
Yeah, nothing really happens.
Visually,
lap 3, though.
It's visually uninteresting. Oh, true.
The tulips of it was good. I like the music in Amsterdam. It's not the best track, I feel like. It's probably like...
I think it's mid in terms of the cities, I would say. Because you actually do experience it. I think lap 1 and lap 3 are pretty good. They're pretty alright. I think lap 2, I kind of agree with you on that one. Because I feel like the underwater section, like the small one they have in lap 3 was really good. I think if they did something like that during lap 1 as well, it's very good. Or during lap 2, excuse me. But for lap 2, it just kind of feels like it just goes on forever when you're in there. I don't know. Nothing really happens usually in there in terms of items. It just feels kind of empty visually. At least visually in the water section, it feels boring. Like there's nothing to look at. It's just like bad textured walls.
I'd put Amsterdam in between New York and Schumbridge. That's where I'd put it.
Which tier is that?
C, low mid C.
Newbie said mid-tier. The music is like a yodeling true. I don't know where the inspiration of that came from as a fellow Dutch person. I think the water section kind of ruins it, as well as like the route that we were talking about with London. Like, I'm sorry, but that first turn you have to take at lap 2 of Amsterdam, it's kind of like a dead angle. Like, you can't really look at it. Like, if you don't know that you have to go that way, it's kind of stupid. I would put it above Sky Ice Sunday though. I think it's better than Tokyo and Sky Ice Sunday.
I see. I honestly,
She's mean C. I mean, that's for sure. I think there's more going on in Sky Eye. And like visually, at least like the tulip fields and stuff like look better than Sky Eye.
But that's really it though That's really it though. That's all. It's just the tulips that just looks great about it. Otherwise, there's nothing really amazing about it, I think.
Yeah, but is there anything amazing about Sky Eye though?
Yeah, dude. The ice cream, the freaking desserts.
Yeah, but like in terms of the track design, because this one has like multiple different laps. Because I feel like laps 1 and 3 are better than Sky, but lap 2 is generally worse. That's why I'm
I
saying
honestly,
Sky.
I honestly find Sky more fun to race on than Amsterdam.
Damn, Amsterdam. Makes me hungry. Chan, are we gonna put Amsterdam above Sky or below it? Sky Eye. There you go. I said it correctly. I hope.
I definitely put below it.
Newbie said Fangs Mom on below. And then
Excuse me.
And then Nate said below. Okay, so we're going below.
All right, next track.
I don't know how you guys like Sky Eye more, but maybe that's just me. Maybe you guys just curse me by choosing it way too many times, like, you know, war flashbacks.
Yes, sir.
Alrighty, up next, the first GBA track to follow up, Boo Lake. Do you think Riverside was a good follow-up?
Riverside,
Oh.
yes and no. What I like about this track, I don't know why. This is my favorite bagging track. I just really love bagging on this track. Like, if I ever feel like bagging, I'll just pick this track, and I just really enjoy it. I don't know why. That's just me. I think it's one of the prettier GBA tracks. Like, the layouts are good as well. The music slaps.
Mm-hmm.
What I don't like though is you can't front run. And I don't really like the pirate plants that are walking. I feel like if they just got removed that, I think it would have been better. If they had just regular pirate plants, like to the side.
I think that's
like
kind of
to
like
the
what it
side.
makes it interesting, to be honest. Though, it kind of changed it up.
Yeah, but it's in your way though. And honestly, they hold mushrooms and stuff and like banana peels, but it just gets in your way. It's not really like worth it. I feel like, I don't know.
Yeah, it kind of gives
But
it its
I
own
would say-
identity, though. That's all. Like, you don't really see those. You usually only see those in like the forest levels in like New Super Mario Bros. Wii or something. But never really in Mario Kart.
I don't really like it though, cause it's in your way. If it was less in your way, then I'd like it. If it was yeah, less in your way, I'd like it. But it's not though. It's kind of like crammed in your way. And that's
Hey,
what another
maybe-
thing I don't like about the cave section. It's a little crammed to me.
I think it's really cool how they changed it out, though, because originally this was like a flat level, like SNES Mario Circuit 3, but they changed it so there's like different levels too, with like the jumps on the bridges and stuff as well. So I would say
they should change it.
I would say maybe it's like no, they should have changed it.
Yes, they
I
should
think
have changed
I think it's a little too cramped, yeah. But I think as like a final turn, I think it makes it feel a lot different than most tracks. Which
It is
pretty
fun
nice.
to race on too. It's also short. That's the only thing. But that's the GBA.
Yeah, that's
track,
GBA
right?
tracks in general. I don't think this follows up as well as like Boo Lake. I definitely agree with you. This track, honestly, every time I play on it, it reminds me of SNES Mario Circuit 3, but then with the walking
Cringe.
piranha plants.
Huh, I wonder why I like this track so much.
Because it's a bang track. I think the piranha plants give it its own identity, and I like how you go like up the thingy, because that makes it, you know, it gives it its own identity. It makes it you're actually going somewhere rather than just, you know, going the same thing all over again. You're just going up the mountain, going back down the mountain. I think the final jump is
Yeah.
kind of fun.
Yeah, that final jump is kind of fun.
Yeah,
I'd put this in B tier over pinball. That's where I'd put it.
I would agree. Does Chad agree? I think it's really cool, by the way, just saying. Because, like, on the topic of Toad Circuit, still from Wave 1. Fun fact, this is the third track of Mario Kart Super Circuit. I'm sorry, but, like, this doesn't feel like a Mushroom Cup track at all to me. This feels like...
Really?
No, it doesn't feel like a... Yeah, this is a Mushroom Cup track in that game originally.
Interesting. That's interesting.
Newey agrees. Yeah, the
Oh,
mushrooms.
wow.
I think it's really cool, you know, the little piranha plants. Like, it really gives it its own identity.
Yeah.
I'm blowing up then high B. You know, I would agree. Chan agrees. I would agree. We're putting it above pinball then.
Alrighty. Moving on.
Even though these GBA ones are kind of short, I would say like the whatchamacallit,
solid,
the theming is really good. Like they have a theme set in place from
Yeah, I agree.
GBA, but they couldn't really like execute it that well on GBA. So now they were like, "Yo, let's now give it an actual go," you know.
I agree.
Anyways, up
Alright,
next,
track, baby girl.
I know Sage would have put this, Hawks would have put this in S tier.
Which track is it?
DK Summit.
DK Summit? Yeah, it's S tier. It's definitely S tier. It's definitely S tier. Summit, dude, Summit is such a good track. They brought the double shortcut back, which is so fun to do. It was janky at first, that's why I was a little about it.
That's why
But,
I
like
think
after
it's-
playing it,
yeah.
after playing it a couple times though, man, it's love this track. I don't know how you change it too, because the theming's great as well. Like, I just feel like this is a track you cannot complain about. I really like this track a lot, and I think it's I don't think it's better than Sydney, but I think it's like the second best track we've done so far.
I think it's under Ninja Hideaway personally. I don't know. I think it's a good track. I'm just every time it pops up online, it pops up like too much. I think that's the main issue with me. I think the gap cut. I think gap cut is pretty nice to have back. And this was definitely one of the few Wii tracks where I was like, yo, okay, I really want this from Mac, you know? Hold up,
I think everyone was like that too. They didn't disappoint. I honestly really.
Well, you put it up above Pinball, right? Under Peach Gardens. Okay, there you go. I'm pretty sure so. Monsuno! Did you put it above Waluigi Pinball? Just say yes or no. Riverside. Okay, I think that wasn't above. Okay. No, what I think about Summit, I think it's cool and all. I like it. I don't know. I'm just somehow getting a bit, like, tired of it, at least recently. Like, you're always going in the can. You're always, you know, doing the thingy, dropping down, continuing on through the snow. I think the gap cut is nice. Outside of that, like, only at the end, like, I don't know. It feels like there's, like, a bit of a lack of a shortcut. It feels like Waluigi Pinball, even though, like, the ending, they don't have that. I would say it's a very good track. And one of the best ones they brought back from Wii. And definitely one that deserved to come back. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't call it better than Ninja Hideaway, though. Like, Ninja Hideaway is really solid, really tight.
Really? I honestly think Summit's more fun to drive on. I feel like.
I don't know, man. I'm seeing low B here from Nave. I would say purely because of that, put it under Ninja to average it out. I would definitely say S tier, and I would say it's better than 3DS Rainbow.
Alright, fair enough. Next track.
I would say, like, outside of the core 4 that they brought back in 7, like Coconut Mall, Maple Treeway, Koopa Cape, and Mushroom Gorge, the ones I always bring back from Wii. I think this one, outside of those, is like the best one from Wii. Like, in terms of, like, just originally as well. Anyways, final one. I think you have a lot to say about this one. It's the 2 original Yoshi's Island, the one they advertised his way with.
F tier. No, I'm just kidding. Yoshi tier, the music slaps. They couldn't have done any better. I like the remix. I really like Yoshi's Island a lot. I really like at the end it goes da 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 da. You know that little song. I like that as well. I like that there's so many shortcuts you can do on this track. This is an S tier track for me for sure.
No, I would agree. When it comes to 2 originals, that theming is head on. It's really good. I would say about the ending though is I don't know. Like, I think the starter track is really solid, but once you're up in the clouds and go back down, I think that part before it, I like how there's like a different like thingy there, but if you accidentally miss it, you drop so many places, and like the only thing to get past it otherwise is like, you know, you gotta use mushrooms. Yeah, but something that's just not in the right place. I don't know. I
really like what's so unique about this to me is where you can just like the question mark where you have to get the red ramp. I really like that a lot.
No, I would say so as well. I don't know. Sometimes, you know, I just kind of don't like the ending of the track because of like how chaotic it gets thanks to it. I would say it's a very good track. I wouldn't say it's better than Sydney though.
No, it's not better than Sydney. I would honestly put it in between 3DS Rainbow Road and Summit. That's where I'd put it.
I would agree. I wouldn't have minded putting it between Ninja and Sydney either. I think this is better.
Da, 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 da.
So between 3DS Rainbow and Summit, right?
3DS Rainbow Summit, yes. What does chat think though?
Oh yeah, wait, I already put it there. Whoops. I just want to double check real quick whether I put the right one there for once. 3DS Rainbow. Yeah, there you go. I know Newbie thinks it's the best track in the game. That's one thing I know.
It's one of the best, I think.
Yeah, I know for sure. Yoshi's Island was one of the my favorite tour originals. And then the bathroom happened.
The bathroom.
I'm committing World
We
War
love
3. See you
apples.
later. Hey yo. You broke me today. Yeah, too much, bro. It's still an S though.
Yeah, it's still an S, newbie. Stop being a little bitch.
Nate's-
My greatest trick of all time is in D. I don't want to hear a word out of your fat mouth, newbie.
Nate said higher than Snowland? Question mark.
Yeah, it's better than Snowland.
Yeah, I would say put this one above Summit.
Really? I don't.
I
I honestly don't think. I find Summit more than Yoshi's Island.
Okay, no, I don't know. Chat above Summit or below Summit. I just want to see what you guys are saying. I don't mind either. That's why I just want to see whether anybody's opposed to this. Above Summit. That's what I'm seeing at least here.
Bro, y'all are cringe. Fine.
Is it better than Ninja though?
I can't believe y'all hate Summit that much. It's actually crazy. Kind of crazy.
Yeah,
Crazy?
I don't know. Like because of the gap cut and like the snow shortcuts. I don't know.
Alright, fair enough. Oh my gosh, I hate this track. Bangkok. Oh.
Oh, but before we continue on, so we're keeping it here then, right? Between Ninja and Summit.
Yes.
Yeah, I would agree with that.
Summit, yeah.
Bangkok Rush. I know Nate really likes
I
Bangkok.
hate this track. I hate this track so much.
I liked it when it first came out, but it's
I
I don't want to be that
hate
guy,
this
Nate,
track.
but it's fallen off for me personally at least because of my
It-
placings.
I honestly hate this track. Probably no, I would say no, it's better than True Bridge. Never mind. That would be too hard. I think this is low C. I really don't like this track. It's not fun. It looks great, but it's just driving on it is not fun. I like the little water section though, with the little boats as well.
At the start, right?
I like that about Bangkok. That's the only thing I like about it. The third lap is kind of boring. The second lap is
Yo, we just a
short.
tier list, my dude. No worries. Jeez. Sorry, continue.
I don't know. The second lap is too short for me. And then the third lap is just okay, but the first lap's solid. But that's just it, though. I don't know. The music's not even that good either. I don't know. There's just not a lot that's good with this track with me. I think it's low C.
Only
Right
problem
above
the
True
track has, says Nave, is the stairs. I like the section where you can either go up or below. I think that's really cool. I think they don't really do that too often. I think that's really nice. I think the music is alright. I think lap 2 is honestly...
Lap 2's ass. It's too short.
I don't think just that. Nothing really happens up until you start gliding down and then you have the boost pass and the lap is over. I like the ending where you jump on the canopies though. I think that's really nice.
Yeah.
So I can see what Nate says with that, but like lap 2 and like a part of lap 1 were just... Personally, when it comes to Bangkok, I think it's better than London. I think it's better than New York. I think it's better than Tokyo. I think it's better than Amsterdam. I would say put it either above Sky or either above Amsterdam, one of those two. I almost said Hamsterdam. I don't mean any hamsters.
I really don't. I really think it's low C. I don't think it should be in B. Or above Amsterdam or New York. Or Tokyo. I really don't think so. I think it should be in between New York and Shroom. My opinion, though.
I think it should be above London at the most. I think London is the worst city. I would say put this above New York, but Chad has to be the decider on that.
You know what? If we were talking probably like a couple months ago, I'd disagree with you, but I don't like London, so I'd agree with you on that.
I would say though, at least during the theming, it looks visually better than New York, and there's more landmarks you can like recognize compared to New York. That's my main thing. I'm just gonna ask Chad for now one. I think either above New York or below New York. Would you agree?
I put below New York, but yeah, I'd agree with that.
Also, what's up, Mifro? Let's see if you stats have you been. Welcome. How are you doing, Mifro?
Also, I don't even remember the last time I've played Bangkok, and I've never heard anybody but Nate that likes Bangkok anyways. I feel like it's just forgotten.
I do feel like it's one of the more forgettable cities, yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie, I forgot it was even a track when we did this tier list. I honestly did. I just find New York way better than Bangkok.
Amsterdam. Yes, sir, I really are. Amsterdam.
Sorry.
I'm just gonna get a picture of Amsterdam later today. I'm just gonna put a hamster on it, like Photoshop it on there. I was gonna be like, yo, it's Amsterdam now. Above a day for war. Newbie saying above. Anybody else saying above or below? Just want to see.
Of course Newbie would, because Newbie's brain dead.
Nah, but like, New York feels empty. I don't know, this one, at least like the river section doesn't feel empty to me, and like the canopy jumping is pretty fun.
That's it though. There's
Oh,
like nothing else, though.
and visually, I think it looks more distinct than than most city tracks.
Okay, I can agree with this.
I wouldn't say it looks as good as you know some of the city tracks are gonna get later on, like for waves 5 later on this wave and waves 5 and 6, but better than what came before.
What is so unique about the city of Bangkok, anyways? Because I feel like they didn't even, Mario Kart or Nintendo didn't even show that.
The rivers, like the marketplace you go through in like lap 1, lap 2. I guess the monument on lap 2, and then lap 3, I guess the canopies.
Yeah, I don't know. Like lap 1, the lap 1 is good. Everything else about Bangkok racing on it is just ass.
Hamster eating cheese on Amsterdam.
Yeah, I'd stick where I was. I'd put it in between New York and Shroom. I wouldn't put it any higher. Unless chat wants to, otherwise I wouldn't move it.
Okay, I saw one person saying above New York. Chat, do we have any more opinions on this? Otherwise, we're going to continue on to the next track. I'm not seeing anything more now. Just put it in between London and New York, because then we got 1 for 1. We got Monsuno saying higher and Nubi saying lower. I think Nave is going to say higher than New York.
I don't want to listen to this. Yeah, that's fine. Give me one sec, chat. Commercials.
Monsuno, Nave definitely thinks it's a high tier, and Nubi said above as well.
They're stupid, but sure. You can put it
so
higher than New York, I guess.
Yeah, no, I would say it's better than New York as well.
Wait, are we putting one higher than... I thought we were putting one higher. What?
No, I meant higher than New York. We were talking about whether we were going to put Bangkok higher than New York or lower than New York.
Oh, then yeah, that's fine then. Also, you put London in C.
Yeah, we did put London in C earlier.
Oh, did we? I thought we put D. Oh, I'm stupid then. Well, back this up goes.
Yeah, you said that was better than the Shroom Ridge.
Oh shit, I did. I forgot about that. Oops, that's my bad. Let me fix this. Yep, sorry, I forgot.
Wow, Mifra said he was having good until he saw the list. I'm sorry, Mifra. We're gonna play more Mario Kart later. I'm sorry about that, man. Welcome. It's good to hear it. I'm doing great as well. Welcome to the stream. They said I won't accept it being lower than New York. I agree.
I would.
I think the turns are more fun on Tokyo, even though there's not much to Tokyo. I think the driving on it is more fun than Bangkok. There's the turns. But anyways, continuing on, because we were on Bangkok for maybe a bit too long. DS, Mario Circuit, the last DS track. Honestly, I think it's cool we got DS Mario Circuit, but there were better options. That's all I'm wanting to say. Like, it's a good track, but there were better options.
You know what? I'm gonna say it. You ready? I'm gonna say it. I think it's better than Coconut Mall.
I think it's a very good remake. I think visually it's also really good.
I really like racing on this track. I really like racing on this track a lot.
I think the fourth section makes it not feel like a circuit. Wait, where do we put Coconut Mall again? Oh, there it is in A? Yeah, in A. Yeah, I could see that happening. What about you guys, chat? I think in DS it was already like a more unique circuit compared to most circuits, but now they made it even better. I do think though, like
the shortcuts you can do on it too is really good. I really like the shortcuts in Mario Circuit DS.
Oh yeah, especially in the forest. No, for sure.
Yeah.
It kind of like, you know, what you're always saying about Mario Circuit 3. I think I agree with that on this track more, because like the shortcuts on here feel more natural, and like there's like jumps and elevations, like there's stuff going on. I feel like it's a better executed version of that. I think visually it's better. I think the remix is pretty nice. One thing I do have to say though, I already said it, but I'm sorry, the DS selection, the Booster Course Pass was really bad. I think
it was bad. It was bad.
Like it's nice as track is here, and I think it's a solid track, but like Luigi's Mansion is better, Delfino Square is better.
I agree.
Airship Forces is better. That has nothing to do with the tier list, but
Maple's not S. Migoto, no. But Mario DS though, yeah, I really enjoy racing on this track too. 150 and 200.
We already decided Peach Gardens out. No, I agree. I think the turns are very satisfying in this one.
Where would you put it, Alco?
They said yeah over Coconut. I kind of agree with you. Ashford Fortress cough. I know, right, Mithro? Chat, anybody have a objection about it, putting it above Coconut? In A?
Maple True is definitely not top 5 for us. No way. I'd say top 15, maybe top 20 for Maple.
Yeah, and otherwise we already put it in there, so we're not really gonna go back to any of them now.
Yeah, true. Okay, so we put DS Mario Circuit over Coconut then?
Yeah, I don't see any objections, so we're doing that.
Alrighty. Next track.
Oh, why is Moonview Highway here? I don't know. Because I put it back from earlier. The tracks are kind of wonky for me. It's kind of funny sometimes.
That's fair enough.
I put it in correctly, I hope.
Yep, you put it right.
Yeah, okay, cool. Alright. GameCube Waluigi Stadium. I would say that's a very divisive one. I think
S. I think this is S. This is S, and I'll explain why. The dirt, I love how like the track is slippery. I know like a lot of people don't, but think about it. You're let's say you're driving a motorcycle, right? And you're going on a dirt like a dirt path. Wouldn't it be slippery on a dirt path and slick?
No, for sure. But
that's what I like about it. And I also like that they brought like the Wii shortcut back like right after the boost panels.
Which one?
It's where you're done turning right and you're taking the first left of the track. Like where the you know where the mushroom thing is? That I love the half pipes on it too. And I don't know, I just really like racing on this track too. I just really like it. I like it on GameCube too, and that's one of my favorite GameCube tracks too, and I really like it in this game as well. I don't know where to put it in S though, but it's definitely an S for me.
I would say it was a good choice to bring back. Really I don't know why it took so long to get a single GameCube track.
Like not enough GameCube tracks.
Yeah, for sure. Like why couldn't we have gotten a few of the GBA and Wii spots? Like N64 only has 2 either, and that's one as well. Like I don't know.
Yeah,
it's weird. But the weirdest thing is that it took like the first 3 waves. We had to be over halfway to get GameCube stuff. I would say it's a very good GameCube track. I would say the Warrior Coliseum is better. If we have to choose between the two. I think that would have been a very cool. I think that could have benefited with anti-gravity such really well. Speaking of, I like the anti-gravity shortcut they added. It's kind of insignificant, but it's pretty neat.
It's kind of useless though, but that's the one thing I don't like.
And I think it's funny how like pissed off Menno was at the track. Nate reminded me of that in chat by saying that the track looks like absolute shit. Nate saying as well. At least it doesn't look as bad as in Tour, Nate. That's all I'm saying. In Tour, this track looks awful. It looks like a Wave 1 track, so it looks terrible.
Yeah, I agree.
I would put it somewhere in A. I don't... Personally, Monsuno, I don't think... Personally, what I always see is I see either people saying, like, Nate right here and Menno, like, oh my god, it's like the worst map in the entire game, or like really bad. Or you have someone like you who says, oh wow, it's absolutely incredible. I never see somebody in between. I'm kind of in between. I'm kind of like, it's alright. I wouldn't call it the best GameCube track they brought back. I wouldn't call it the best Waluigi track in the game. I
honestly think this track's better than 3DS Rainbow Road.
In terms of visuals, no. I think visually it looks very good.
The visual is better. It's just more fun to drive on, I think, for Waluigi Stadium.
And towards F tier, yeah, for sure.
No, I haven't played Tour, so I can't say.
Over Choco.
That's really the only thing that's useful about the anti-gravity shortcut, though. Yeah, you get more items, maybe more coins, but that's really it.
Yeah, but it's still an addition, though. Like they still
can change it. I guess it's true, but it's really not necessary.
Would you call this track better than Boo Lake? I would say put it between Boo Lake and Snowland.
No, it's better than Boo Lake.
I'm just gonna ask Sean a bit as well. I don't see this being S tier. I'm sorry. I think there are better GameCube tracks.
You're hurting my feelings.
I'm sorry. It's nothing personal. It's just Mario Kart rankings.
It's okay. You hurt my feelings in Mario Sugar 3, so it can't get any worse.
I heard it. We're doing this for the entire both communities. All I think chat here would agree to put it lower. Okay, Monsuno, to come to a consensus, arigato. But to come to a consensus, I know you really want to put it in S tier. I don't think it's that good, but I would say then put it at top of A tier.
That's fine. I'm fine with that. I still think it's higher than 3D Streamer Road. Frick you, maybe. Hope you know that. Should we move on, though?
Just saying, if you were to put it above Sinia's Rainbow Road up there, just so you know, Newbie's gonna start World War 3. That's all I'm saying.
I could care less what Newbie thinks, bro.
Give me a second. Top up.
Yep, right there.
Okay,
Next track.
Below Sydney. It is one of the best tracks in the entire game.
Singapore's the worst track in the game. In all F tier. It's the worst.
Why? Why would it be F tier?
It's awful. It's the worst track in the game. I am a Ukulele fan. Whatever he says is absolutely true. It is F tier. Worst map in the game. No, I'm just kidding.
Why? Berlin is better.
I'm kidding.
I would say visually, this is by far the best looking city track.
Yes,
visually, it's beautiful. And the main reason why I like this track,
so difficult about that?
my sound effect for what was so difficult about it only came through right now. Wow, that kind of caught me off guard. Anyways, I think lap 1, I kind of agree with most people. It's kind of at least visually it looks quite good. But after that, I feel like the nice thing about this track is you're drifting, you're turning, you're going up, down, you're going crazy. The music goes crazy alongside of it. It changes up with the Chinatown. And then with lap 3, it goes absolutely insane with, you know, all the crazy turns you gotta do and such. I think the one minus part of this track is that there's no shortcut.
Yeah, that. And they needed to add soccer nets. And a soccer ball, they didn't add that. They had a soccer field, but they didn't add the ball or the goal.
True, but is Singapore known for that compared to Madrid we're gonna get to later?
But if they're gonna put a soccer net in it, at least put the stuff and, like, the equipment on it.
Nate is saying right behind Ninja and S.
I would put it in
better,
between
I don't
Sydney.
know. Yeah, I would agree. I don't know if below Ninja or above Ninja. I kind of feel like both tracks excel in the same thing, except that Singapore maybe has better music and... It doesn't have a shortcut though. Yeah?
I put it over Ninja. Over Ninja.
There's a reason why I was so happy with this track when it got revealed, because it looked alright in tour, like it looked pretty fun, but then the remix slapped. Like there was a reason why when the full Wave 4 trailer came out, you know, after Yoshi's Island, when they revealed all the tracks, they focused on this one. I think visually, like most tour tracks look the same, but because this one is at nighttime and has beautiful lighting, it looks really nice.
Yeah.
And like they improved like an alright track and tour to like a pretty damn good one. It's one of the best, I would say.
I
like how much you guys have been trying to troll me with it though in the past. So we're putting it above Ninja, right? Or below?
I put it above it, Ninja.
Okay. No, Berlin is good as well though, Mifra, but we talked about it earlier and already ranted, but yeah, that was for earlier.
Next track, Athens Dash.
Oh yeah, we're already at Wave 5. Oh, that's crazy, dude. We got this one right after this one.
Dude, I'm not gonna lie, Athens Dash is the most underrated track. I think it's S, or not S, sorry. I think it's A tier. Somewhere in A. I really enjoy racing on this track, and I think it's the same with Ninja. If you're not like good on driving on it, you're just gonna hate it. And I really love this track a lot. It's really detailed too. And the music's so good on Athens as well.
I think it doesn't feel like a city track, right? Because like all the things you're describing right now is something that isn't a city track.
Yeah, I won't lie, lap 2 is mid. Lap 2 is mid, I will say that.
Wait, let me remember lap 2 really quickly. Oh, wait, you do like the jumps, right? You go through the temple, then you just go up the Acropolis. Yeah. That's kind of short. No, Mifra, it's not for Berlin really quickly in between. We're not going to talk about it again, but yeah, lap 2 was the main thing holding it back. Outside that, it's a great track though. But we're not going to go back to older tracks, otherwise we're going to be here all night.
Yeah. Also
I
with
think
Athens Dash.
Yeah, sorry.
Also, I think about with Athens Dash. I think it's like A tier somewhere. I really like Athens, and I really like Greece.
I saw Nate say that as well, and I agree. I think some of the laps are a bit meh. I do have to say one thing that really this track suffers from that. Now we're gonna get later with Cooper Cape as well, and what I said earlier with Amsterdam, that one turn as well. It has quite a few dead angles. Like when you go up like the stairs, like it's really hard. I think the camera angles could have been a tiny bit better. At Sinai, I think the theming is pretty good, and you know, to make this like history themed with Greece, I think was a really good choice.
Where would you put it? Where would you put Alka?
This isn't a city track. At least it doesn't feel like it. Give me a second.
Yep, sure.
So we got. Wait, did it? I think I put Moonview Highway somewhere instead of. What?
I don't know where to put it in A though. That's like.
Oh,
I
the stadium. Sorry. Yeah, where should we put this? I would say between Coconut and DS Mario Circuit, personally.
Honestly, I would agree with that. I'd agree with that. I like that. No you, by the way, Fowler.
End of lap 3 doesn't, it's not great, the boulders. Yeah, I would say so. It kind of reminds me of Choco Mountain that way. Athens Dash really reminded me of that track for some reason.
What would Choco now?
Athens in certain sections with like boulders and such kind of reminded me of Choco Mountain.
That's kind of true.
In a good way, though, the good parts of it.
That is kind of true.
Alright, second track of this wave.
Easy Circuit. I won't lie, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm very disappointed with this track.
Really?
I think it's way too narrow. It is way too narrow. I don't even like the water section in it. Like that path.
When you go down to the lower deck, yeah, but like an upper deck,
Like, yeah, the upper deck's way faster, and the lower deck's just, I don't know. The lower deck's just useless, I feel like. Like, yeah, you can get 2 items, but, like, come on, who does that?
Yeah,
who does that?
Somebody's...
I don't even like the table's moving either. I like how it, like, stops the second lap, and then it, like, keeps moving the other 2 laps, but I don't know. I'm not a big fan of it. I think it looks good, though, but it's just, I think it's incredibly disappointing, and I have to put it in C tier, honestly. Somewhere in C.
I think for the music alone, it should already be in B because the remix is really good. Also, just saying.
Okay, the remix is good. I'll give you that.
Just saying. I heard from Nate this intel before stream. There was someone who didn't put Daisy Cruiser in S tier in a video, and like Daisy fans went crazy. Just telling you right now. Afterwards, you just said you're on the Daisy fans' radar.
I do not care. What? Sorry. Anyways.
And if lap 3 isn't that good,
maybe B tier. I don't know. The music is good though.
Oh, Daisy Cruiser was the third track, and the third track of this wave was Moonview of this wave.
I think it was Moonview. Second is Daisy Circuit.
Yeah. I would say I still think it's pretty good. I think in certain aspects you are right. I think the remix, I think they couldn't have done a better job of it. I think the instruments were very good for that. And also, like, you know, the feeling of just being on a cruiser, I think it captures that really nicely. And, like, how now people are sitting at the dinner table and such. So I definitely think it's an upgrade. But, yeah, I would say somewhere in B. Daisy fans out there, please don't murder us. We're just trying to play funny Nintendo games.
F tier, screw you Daisy fans. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey, I was about to get assassinated. Oh, but speaking of Daisy Cruiser music's playing right now.
I really don't think it's B. I honestly don't think it's B. I think it's somewhere in C. I find Sky High more fun to race on than... But the music is so
Bro,
good,
don't you like turning on it, though? I think the turns, like, drifting on is really good.
Wait, what'd you say, Alka?
Like the turns, like, drifting through it is very nice. It feels very satisfying.
No. No.
Are we back? Hello? Hello?
Got him! The Daisy fans got him!
No, I'm back. Hello, hi.
Guys,
that was all according to plan.
Daisy...
No, the Daisy fans didn't get me.
He's fun. He's absolute fun.
I'm back. I don't know what happened, chat. I don't know. I think it's because the files on my PC, my PC is kind of full. I need to clear that out because they are getting some issues. I saw at the start, so I was like, oh shit.
No worries.
Get the car section, but it is like the only day track that lets you interact No. I agree with that. I would agree with that. Yeah. But we already talked about it, so I'm sorry. I would go into it more, but we already talked about it. I'm sorry. Otherwise, we're gonna be here the entire night. It's the most.
Also for Daisy Circuit, I say highest C.
I would personally put it bottom of B.
Just because the music's good, I'd put it the lowest B possible.
Okay, fair. I think the theming though, like doing a cruise ship, I don't think you could do it better. Like,
fine.
I think the theming is really good, so that's why I want to put it there as well. Okay, so Daisy fans already got me. They hacked my Wi-Fi, you know.
Hack me, please.
When you're doing oh, hold up. Same. Hey, nice. At least we agree on something. We're doing meet and greet. Okay, I'm going to have a wonderful conversation with you. Wait, with me or with Monsuno? I'm back. What happened? I don't know. Nate said whenever there's a meet and greet, you know it's gonna happen because you know the Daisy fans.
well, Nate likes Bangkok too, so I could care less.
Hey yo. No, Nathan, we gotta put it. You know, it is a community ranking, so you know it is what we all think. I think it's also great, but these what these. We gotta think about everybody here. We're not leaving anybody out. Anyways, next up, Moonview Highway. I would put this C. I think it's fun. It's better than like something like Toad Sternbike or Shroom Ridge. But I would have enjoyed having Mushroom Bridge. I think this could have gone to either Mushroom Bridge or Mushroom City. Like this could have gone to the GameCube track.
I think Moonview is in B. I think it's like mid B. I really like this track. It's definitely a front running track. If you bag on this track, I don't understand you. But I do like the boost panel too, and it feels like you're going fast on it as well. I do like the cars on it as well. Like that's the only track I actually like the cars on it.
No fair.
The remix, I feel like they couldn't have done any better job.
Oh yeah,
the graphics, sure. The overlay is really good as well.
Yeah, this was like one of those tracks where you could finally see how like good like Mario Kart 8 was once again. With like you know, exactly. This was maybe better than the base game tracks. I would say though, Monsuno, I would agree with everything you just said. I just feel like this was the one track, however, I do want to discuss that real quick. This was the one track where it finally felt like we got too many Wii tracks, because everybody was discussing beforehand about Mushroom Bridge or City, and I think this could have gone to a GameCube track instead.
I guess that's true.
Like, I'm not going to say because of that it's bad or anything. I think this should have gone to a GameCube track, though, because this is the point where it felt like we were getting way too many Wii tracks, as we got two this wave, with another obvious one getting, of course, later. And then next wave we also got two, which was a bit too much. Outside of that, where in B would you place it, though? I would say above Athens.
In B, I would put it in between Rivers.
I meant Paris.
Hang on, let me think. I gotta think about this.
Do we put it below Pinball? I would say put it above or below Pinball.
I think it's above Pinball, but I'm deciding if it's above Riverside or not. Or Peach's Garden.
90th Wii track comes to the game. I love, by the way, how we had all these tracks, and now people after the Booster Course Pass done, it's like, dude, where was Toad's Factory? And I'm like, dude, I love Toad's Factory and all. That was one of my most wanted tracks as well, but like, Wii fans can't really complain at this point. I'm sorry. Like, this is the point where we all got a bit of a fatigue with the amount of Wii tracks.
Yeah.
Two per wave was too many.
I honestly think Moonview is better than Peach's Garden. I put it in between Peach's Garden and Mushroom Gorge.
Give me a second. I got the Mario Circuit free, so I gotta skip that.
Oh, fuck yourself, would you?
Okay, no, I'll keep it on for you. Just kidding. Above Peach? Chat, what are we thinking about that? I want to see some other people's opinions on it. Yeah, no, but it was mostly there to get, for tour, whatchamacallit, to, like, make sure that, you know, to future-proof it. That's why we got so many tour tracks in it. But I would agree, starting with Wave 3 and 5, I don't know why we had to get a free tour cities. I think that was also too many. But, yeah, by the way, speaking of tour, if you count up the originals from tour as well as the cities, that's almost half the Booster Course Pass. That's 20 tracks. Yeah. They have another 8 to Wii, and then the rest
nobody expected Moonview either.
No, because everybody was talking about Mushroom Bridge and City, because no one's expecting Nintendo to put so many Wii tracks in.
Yeah, that's true.
Newbie's saying below P. Jordan's. I don't mind either. I could put it either way.
That's fine. That's fine. Below River too.
Yeah, I would say that.
Below River, all right, that's fine.
No, but again, don't get me wrong. I like Moonview a lot, but not competitively. I don't want to play on that at all. But that's not important right now.
True, Newbie.
But like, I think Moonview is awesome. I think it should have gone to Virgin City. That's
I agree.
But that has nothing to do with
That's
the
fair.
ranking. But like,
Oh my gosh, it's squeaky clean, guys. Mendo needs to take a shower.
League of Legends players alert. I don't know. What would you say in terms of the?
I think Squeaky's S tier.
Yeah, I was gonna say that too.
I think a lot of people like this track. Fun fact: Squeaky Clean is actually my sister's favorite Mario Kart track ever.
Hey,
Fun
yo.
fact. But I love the memes of it too, where it's like everyone needs to take a shower. I also think there's some good shortcuts in here too, and you can go on the glider section. You can go different ways if you want to. I love that. I love how you go in the toilet too, and you go in the sewer, and we get to see shit. That's pretty cool as well.
Where did you see the
shit? We get
shit?
to go on the bathroom floor, and we get to drive on soap too. Theming's just great on this as well. It doesn't even feel like a tour track too. It just feels like a brand new map they added, which it kind of is. I think it's definitely S tier.
I would agree with you, and I would say what Newbie is saying right now, below Yoshi. I think right below Yoshi. I think that's perfect.
Honestly, I think it's better than Ninja. I think Squeaky's better than Ninja.
Yeah, but like the thing is, I think the theming is better, but I feel like at least like Ninja is just a skill track. We don't see that often. Like you really like if you're good at it, you're really good on it.
That's true. I don't know. I feel like Ninja's just a little too short though, and I just think Squeaky Clean is just right on spot. Of being not too long, no too short, but just perfect.
Yeah, I would agree, and I like that. By the way, the toilet like boosts you up as well. I think it would have been funny if we went for the toilet bowl.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the toilet. Don't even forget about the toilet, bro. Oh my gosh, I love toilets.
Squeaky hard. There's Ninja for skill. There's more shortcuts on Squeaky though. I don't know if I would fully agree with that. But what's up though? Welcome to the stream though. Just Nintendo. Yeah, that's what they will stream. If you've been welcome. I would say right below Yoshi's perfect. I've seen 2 people saying that in chat as well. I think it's definitely S. I think it's one of the best tracks in the entire BCP for sure.
Oh no question. It's definitely one of the best. I would be fine with putting Ninja. Hang on. Let me re-say that. Sorry. I would be down to put Squeaky in between Yoshi's and Ninja. I'd be fine with that.
Above Yoshi though?
Above Yoshi. I think it's better than Yoshi's Island. I really like Squeaky Clean.
So we got Singapore, we got Ninja, Yoshi. I've seen 2 people say below, but I'm also seeing a lot. You know what? I'm just gonna do a poll on it. I think this is a very hard one. I think this needs to be decided by a poll. I'm sorry.
Alright, you do a poll then.
Above or below
Yoshi?
Above, below. Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm just seeing a lot of opinions in both ways, and I can't really see an average out of this. Since like it's like such a specific placement as well. I think definitely for sure. That's what I said earlier as well in the ranking. The tour, like a lot of people kind of got bored, as Mythra said earlier, of the city tracks after a while. But I think the tour originals, since there was only one every wave, kept on being good. Like they kept on being fun additions. Even the last one we're gonna see later, I think the female on that one is also really good. Like at least after Merry Mountain, like Yoshi, Squeaky, and then Cove later, I feel like those feel like brand new Mario Kart 9 tracks, at least to me personally.
Yeah.
Newbie said I'm gonna come to your house, Mom.
If he comes to my house, I'll slap him in the face. And then give him a hug. Then slap him again.
And we are done with the poll. We got... There it is. We got below with 2 votes, and we got 1 vote for above. So we're putting it below Yoshi's.
Below? I don't agree with that, but alright. It's what the community wants. It's what it'll get.
I think both of them are good though, cause like Squeaky is really good, but like Yoshi's also really good. I think it's really hard to choose.
Next track, LA Laps. I won't lie, I really like this track. I think LA, if LA was in nighttime or had a sunset instead of daytime, this would be an S tier track.
Yeah, I don't know. Why did they get rid of the sunset? Is it because they put Bangkok in here or something? I think that made it worse.
Idea. It makes no sense to me.
I would definitely put this
really
in.
makes no sense.
I would say put this in A tier.
Yes,
The one thing holding it back is the mining section for lap 3. Like after that, like the last 2 shortcuts are nice, but like, yeah.
3 is the worst.
In terms of in terms of visuals, it looks awful. I don't know. Like when you think of LA, I don't think you really think of like the mine thing either.
No,
like,
you don't think of that. You don't think of that. You think of the beach which they did first lap. Then you think of the baseball stadium, which is really good. Lap 2 is not mid. What are you talking about?
Hey, Mifro said, aka the poop field. I love that.
The poof. I put it low A, in between Coconut and Sky Garden. That's where I put it. Maybe highest B or lowest A. I'd be fine with that too. But I would put it in between Coconut and Sky Garden.
Yeah, I would agree with that. Chat, anybody has anything against that? I wouldn't call this like a pretty alright, pretty mid city track. Not like mid in terms of the bad way, but like it's not one of the best ones, but it's also not one of the worst ones. You know, it's like right in between.
Yeah.
Just Nintendo said high B. It's either gonna be high B or high A, or yeah, low A, so above Sky Garden or below Sky Garden.
Hey, what are you on? Are you high right now?
Hey yo. I'm just gonna take a look at chat for that because I feel like either works. I think this is a pretty like. This is a city track. A lot of people like agree on.
Tomorrow, living life.
See another high B. Mifro said you're on something, Mon.
I'm definitely not.
Mifro said high B. Okay, so
I've been pretty chill today, actually.
Yeah.
I've let Mario Circuit 3 in D. I've let Waluigi Stadium in A. Same with Blue Lake. I think I've been pretty chill, chat.
No,
I've been keeping my cool.
Yeah. No, I agree. I think we've agreed on more than I thought. I thought we would have more discussions. I think the biggest discussion point we've had so far were Waluigi Stadium and Squeaky Clean. Outside, not really.
That was for your chat. Yeah, I agree though.
Okay, so they said high B, though. So
Fine.
above Maple.
Above Maple, no high, no more. That's my limit.
What do you mean that's
the highest
your limit?
B.
What do you mean that's your limit? You wanted to put it in A?
Yes, I honestly want it in A, but it's fine. Highest B works.
All right, up next, Sunset Wilds.
Oh no, you know where this is going. F tier.
Yeah, honestly agreed. I don't think it's worse than Toad Circuit.
It's not as bad as Rock either, but it's so bad. It's such a bad track. And the freaking daytimes don't even change, bro. Like it doesn't tour. Like what's the point, bro? Like why did they take that out too? And it's a desert track. Nobody likes desert tracks besides Dry Desert. No, I'm just kidding.
Hey yo, no,
nobody likes.
Hey, you can't cuss around here. Wait, what? Sorry, continue. Cuss dry. Hey.
Yeah, you guys know. This is the worst one.
Monsuno, fun fact. I was like following like leaks and such like that. This was one of the first like data mine and leak tracks. Now it's kind of like, oh, I'm looking forward to it. I thought I think it's alright to play. I like the little shy guys and such. I think there's too many comeback opportunities, kind of like sending us Mario Circuit 3. Because you could literally skip the entire track.
For example, Mario Circuit 3, I'm gonna come to your house and slap you in the face, bro. I swear. I swear, bro.
Hey, Sniper Wolf moment. Don't dox me, please. But I'm just trying to draw a comparison though of what I personally think.
yeah, by using my track. For sure.
Yeah, I can also compare it to like Dry Desert because that's also in the exact same way. But
definitely not.
No. In terms of Sunset Wilds, like you skip half the track, just like Mario Circuit 3 and Sunset.
I guess Sunset's worse though. I think it's worse than Mario.
Oh
Circuit
yeah.
3, though.
No. I agree. I think put this in because it's a sunset. If it at least a sunset changed, I would maybe put it at tier higher. I would say highest of F. Above Rock.
F, that's exactly where I put it.
At least the like mining shy guys make it better than Rock Mountain, which has like no identity.
Yeah, I agree.
I put it wrong.
Also, you put Rock over Sunset.
Yep. One moment, there you go.
Yeah. What? speed ahead.
I'm pretty sure everyone. Yeah, Mifra said no comment, and Newbie said worse than Calamari. So I'm pretty sure we're all like pretty much agreeing on this.
Let's move on then.
Let's move on. Which for Koopa Cape? I would say A.
Koopa Cape. This is definitely a downgrade for sure. This is a downgrade. I think at least.
I think it's a hard downgrade. I think visually it has the mounds again from Shroom Ridge that we talked about. Visually, I think it's really bad. I think the remix is pretty good. Like, not the best remix in the entire game or anything. It's pretty good.
I agree, yeah. I agree.
I think it's too... If they cramped it and made it too short.
What hurts about this so much is this was my favorite track in 3DS. So it really hurts me that I really don't like it that much in this game. Don't get me wrong, though. There definitely are some things you can do with Koopa Cape. Like, there are some shortcuts you can do that are shroomless, and you can do some mushroom cuts. Like, there's definitely, like, ways that you could come back, and you definitely could front run this track, too. So it's kind of balanced on that, and also it's a fan favorite. I just think it's I think it's a solid track. I think that's just the only way I can explain it.
Okay, let me like tell you something real quick that Mifro just pointed out. Where are the Koopa signs? Like, I know you got the little Koopa house in the middle thing, but they got rid of it.
I don't like.
They
took that out.
They took the character out of the track and then replaced the gray mountains with the Shroom Ridge Rock mountains. Kind of made it like not really like Koopa based.
That's what I hate most about it. Is they took that out.
Just Nintendo.
It's like they took mostly everything good about the track out. That's what I hate.
Someone just Nintendo saying C. I can also picture it in B above. I don't know about B. I think actually C. Think above Sky High.
I think it's B. I think it's better than Waluigi's Pinball, and I wouldn't. Maybe higher than. You know what? I'll be generous. I'll put it over Riverside, and that's it. Like mid B. That's where I'd put it. Mid B.
Where's above Riverside?
Above Riverside, in between Peach.
Yeah, like at least just driving on it is more fun, I would say. Chan, anybody has any offense to that? I'm seeing here C and high of C.
Really, a C?
I think the foundation is still good.
Crazy. It's crazy, man.
I think like the foundation just driving on is still good.
Yeah, also, Fowler, we already talked about Rock, but yeah, nobody likes that map except you. So, just saying.
Should have saved it for Mario Kart 9. Yeah, maybe. Hey, Cheeseland's playing.
Yeah, they could have saved it, yeah.
Nate,
also, I don't think they're gonna call it Mario Kart. Also, for Mario Kart, next Mario Kart, they're probably gonna call it Mario Kart X. They probably won't even call it 9.
I don't know if they would call it X, but I don't. Yeah, I agree. I don't think they're gonna call it 9 because Tour was a thing. I think they're hopefully gonna go back to giving it an original title again, like Double Dash.
Yeah.
Like that was cool. Then they named after the console, then just a number. Like Double Dash was such a nice, fun title, or Super Circuit, you know.
Also, Alka, you wanted high C, right? Or would you want?
No, that's what I don't mind. I think you have a point, and Chan has a point. But Chan is saying high C, and you said above Riverside and B.
I said mid B. You want to put a low B then for average, or where do you want it?
Yeah, I would say average it out. I don't mind that either. I think both of you guys have solid points, honestly.
Alright, where would you put it then, good sir?
Would we put it above Paris? That was the question.
Should we put it above Pinball? Then I'd be fine with it. It's probably pushing it, but I really like it more than Pinball. MarioKartX.com.
Mario Kart X Cam. Hey, no, you're just keeping on reminding me of that stupid clip from earlier. Now, honestly, I would say put it there. Yeah.
Above Pinball?
Yeah, personally, I would have maybe said even 8, but that's maybe pushing it even more, so that averages out a bit.
So above Pinball then?
Yeah, I would say so.
Alright, that's fine with me.
I also understand Chant though, like it was.
Yeah, I can kind of get it too.
So it's kind of like right next to Waluigi, which was also fan favorite. That was kind of. Next, true, Vancouver. Okay, I'm gonna say something that is maybe gonna shock you. I'm not gonna put it in S. Does that shock you?
Did my ears just hear that correct? Hold on.
I would say highest of A.
Did my ears just hear that correctly? No, explain. You need to explain yourself right now. You need to explain yourself.
I think Vancouver had a lot of potential. I think the route they chose was I don't know. Okay, so let me explain it to you, right? I think
Yes,
lap
you need to
one,
explain.
lap one is the best, is the best
I agree
lap
with
of
that.
any of the city tracks. Like, it doesn't feel like a city. I think that's really cool. They made it anti-gravity. They made it perfect. I think it's perfect. Lap 2 is still pretty good. I don't know whether doing Vancouver Velocity 2 backwards was the right choice, but I think it's alright. What I think is weird is the way you exit Rogers Arena, because of the fact that you go via the left exit and not the main one, because you never do that in Tour. You never, ever, ever do that. And I think that that's what makes lap 3 really bad, because lap 3 was shorter. Nothing really happens because you go through tunnel and through the city. And then go via the main exit, which you should have gone through earlier. Which kind of that's going to confuse people. And I think that's what I was talking about earlier with London. I think, you know, London is bad because of the way they made the routes. I think that could have been a lot better. I think that that's kind of like what made Vancouver worse for me. I think Vancouver could have been perfect if they chose a different route. If they went for Vancouver Velocity 1, then for Vancouver Velocity 2, and then did something different with, or like went in the Rogers Arena for the first time in lap 3, because then that would have been lap 3 exclusive, you know? I think then it would have been better. So I would say top 8 here, because personally, I think in terms of visuals, outside of Singapore, there's not a better looking city track. I think the music is one of the best songs of the entire DLC. That's no surprise there.
I'm gonna be honest. I would put Vancouver. Also, I'd agree with most of the things you said. By the way, I'd agree with pretty much everything.
And I think also the turns are very nice and very like rewarding
nice.
and
It's a little slippier than I wish it was, but it's not bad. It's not bad. It's also fun to race on too. That's kind of what I like about it as well. I would.
okay,
I
Z,
don't
okay.
think I'd put it
Yeah, I would agree. I would say that too. No, Chad, I think Vancouver. I mean, it's weird hearing that from me because I love Vancouver and I'm always gonna love this track a ton. But I'm sorry, especially recently when I play, for example, Singapore. I think visually and like the feeling of like how like you know it feels like you're just zooming through it, right? I don't think you get the same feeling from Vancouver. I think the same for Sydney, that you're like zooming through it. And I think the route from Sydney is also really solid, a lot of differentiation. I think if they took Vancouver Velocity 2 for lap 2, and then just did Vancouver Velocity 3 afterwards, aka how it is right now, so you don't go through the arena in 2, I think then it would have been perfect. I think then it would have been S, but right now I don't see it.
All right. Over Stadium then. I honestly would put it under Stadium, but that's me because I really like Wallaby Stadium. But if chat wants it toppest of A, then that's fine.
Yeah, let's just ask chat. I think I 1 to 2 is good.
Agree. Also, this song slaps, dude. My gosh.
I know you after your stream yesterday you said, or the one where somebody said that the music from Vancouver was bad. You said something like, "Oh, we're definitely gonna have a discussion on Saturday." I already knew you weren't gonna put in an S, and not just that. I kind of see your points. And chat, you gotta make sacrifice. Monsuno did it earlier as well, some of his tracks, and I think so too. I think Singapore and Sydney are the 2 best city tracks. Yeah. I think personally, I think personally maybe Singapore even better than Sydney, but you know that's my own bias.
It's tough, but yeah, it's tough. It's tough. It's debatable, to be fair.
Top of A says just Nintendo. Okay, that's the only opinion I saw, so we're putting it above Waluigi Stadium then. BRB seen a bit, Metro.
That's fine. That's fine.
Berlin exists.
Right,
Thank you for
the
reminder.
final wave, baby. This is probably my favorite part.
I think this is the best wave. I think we're gonna get a lot of A's and S's in this one.
Rome, Avanti.
Speaking of cramped cities.
Yeah, this is definitely a crammed one. I feel like this is probably the second worst out of the Wave 6, I feel like. This one's probably the second worst. It's good, though. It's definitely good. There's definitely some shortcuts you can do. But I don't think it's as strong as the other ones in Wave 6, I feel like.
Oh, that's for sure. I personally... I think Rome is alright.
The music's good, though. The music's good, and it looks really nice, though.
No,
and
I would agree.
It's a good theming as well.
I would definitely say it's one of those more in middle of the pack cities, I would say. Because there's not as much going on. It's like Singapore, Sydney, Berlin, Vancouver. There's not as much going on. But there's more going on in like, let's say Bangkok or New York or stuff like that. I would personally say. I would say put it somewhere in B, around like Paris.
I would put it high. I'd put it high B. I would put it in between Choco and Merry Mountain.
Like my main issue with it is though, I think it's very cramped. I think some of the turns are like impossible on 200cc.
That's the number one thing I don't like about it either.
And also on lap 2, there's so many dead angles. I think that's really bad.
Yeah, I do too. Yep. I put it in between Choco and Mary. High B.
Between Choco and Mary. I would say between Mary and Gorge, actually. Yeah, what are we saying? I don't mind either, actually. I could also put it above Mary. I just think I think Mary's also really nice, and I don't think Mary's as cramped though. But the layout, yeah.
I'd put it over Mary. I would. But it's up to chat. Oh, speaking of
Nintendo said above, and Newbie said also above Mary. Okay, now we're doing that.
All right, moving on.
By the way,
let's go to DK Mountain. Oh my gosh.
Speaking of, we only have like 10 more minutes before it goes, before it's like the next hour, then we can still do like an hour and a half viewer race. Just like, you know, if we put a little tempo behind it for this last
That's fine. Yep, that's fine. Also, DK Mountain, right? This is
DK Mountain.
DK Mountain. Okay, S tier. S tier. It's S tier, no question about it. And I'll tell you guys why. S tier, like all the things that you can do in Summit are so good. I like the beginning shortcuts too, where you could just use a mushroom where you could come back. I like that. And I also like the cannon you go up. Like, you know, when you get out of the cannon, you could just see the mountain. And like all this stuff. That is pretty. I really like that it did that. I like the texture when you drive on the rocks as well. Or like the rocky area, excuse me, where it's like a little bumpier. That little I like as well. I also like I don't know if you guys know this or not, but when you guys go fast enough, you can actually go on the rocky section to the right. Like, you know, like the little tricks area, you can go on the rocks part and there's a shortcut there. I love that. I love that you can do that. I also love, the only thing I don't like about DK Mountain is that the last 2 turns, or last 3, are really tight. But I guess that it has to be challenging, so that's fair. So, and also the DK Mountain shortcut, everyone knows I really like as well. And the music just slaps, and the theming is just really good.
I think it was 100% a better choice to bring this one back over Dino Dino. I think Dino Dino is great, but this is just an iconic map. Just Nintendo was saying DK Mountain over DK Summit. I would say put it like right over Summit before Squeaky. That's what I would say.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I kind of want to put it in high S. I really like this track a lot. I think, you know what? I'm gonna say it. I think it's better. I think it's in between Sydney and Singapore. That's where I'd put it.
I think that's too high. I think the last 2 turns are too tight for that. I agree with your points, but I don't think it's... I think it's high, but not as high as those 2.
Where would you put it?
Either where I just put it, or above Yoshi or Ninja. I could put it behind those 2 as well.
In between... Wait, you mean in between...
Ninja and Singapore. I can also put it above the DK Summit before Yoshi's and...
in between Squeaky. Singapore and Ninja. How about that?
Yeah, I would agree. Chad, do you guys agree? I think it's very good. I think the last 2 turns, like, I think like it's cool that we have the gap cut again. I think it's a little too easy now, and like the little like thingy that's in between to do the second one, that you have to like turn it around. It now makes it definitely worse than it was.
Yeah.
Newbie said DK Mountain should have been included because of DK Summit. I do feel like that though. I think both of them are great, Summit and Mountain, but including both of them in the same DLC, in the same game, they kind of have the same like the same theming, like going up the mountain, going back down the mountain. I do agree on that.
I don't know. It's so fun to drive. I really like it. It's like one of my favorite tracks in the game.
I agree with just Nintendo. The DK Mountain driving is better than Summit. So, Chad, you guys agree putting it under Singapore? I agree. I don't think it has as much visual flair as like Singapore, and like the 2 last turns were a little but I think it's really good. How's this the second track in this cup, by the way? How was Daisy Circuit the third track? Daisy Circuit should have been the second track, and it should have been the third one.
I don't know. Alright, everyone's fine with it. Let's move on. Daisy Circuit!
I think this is outside of, I would say like put it like right below Mario Circuit. I think both of them have the same strengths and weaknesses. This one is more beautiful and has better music probably. But driving on Mario Circuit DS is better. I think both of them are the best circuit tracks in the entire series.
Wait, where would you put Daisy Circuit, sorry?
I don't know where we put Mario Circuit DS, but I would put it right below Mario Circuit DS.
So mid A. I'm not gonna lie with you. I think that's too high. Don't get me wrong. It's a pretty map. It's a pretty map. No question about it. The music's good, and I also like the Luigi and Daisy statue. That I think is unique as well, and I also like that you can get on it. It's too short. It's just too short for a Wii track. I don't know. I don't like that it's so short, and I think there's better tracks. So I'm gonna go with high B under Choco in between Rome. That's where I'd put it.
I'm seeing here above Coconut. Where do we put Coconut?
Really?
Yeah, I would say so. I think this one and the Mario Circuit have the same strengths and weaknesses. I think both of them are the best circuits in the entire series.
I think Coconut's better, way better than Daisy Circuit. I feel like.
I think we could go for an average here and either put it top of B since you wanted in B, right?
Yeah.
Or we could put it bottom of A. I don't mind. I think either one of them is good. What you get decide.
I don't like either of those, honestly. I guess lowest of A, I guess.
You wanted it B though, right? So you could put it top of B.
I don't like that it's over LA though. I'd put it under LA in Maple, but I'm fine with
I like driving on Daisy Circuit, and then just as I said, low A. Where's LA, by the way?
Highest B. I really don't like that, but if chat wants it, then I guess I don't have a say in it.
No, I would agree with you actually on that one. I think we average it out. I think your points are right. Above LA or under LA though?
I put it under LA. That's just me. I would put it under
in the
LA.
opposition, I think I guess technically this is chat said low A. I think LA is better too.
Yeah, I think LA is better.
I like Daisy Circuit. Oh, sorry, I put it in the wrong thingy. Whoops. There you go. Boom. I like Daisy Circuit, but
you put a high A, by the way.
Oh.
Yeah, you know.
Damn it. There you go. Shit. It keeps on moving. There you go. No, I like Daisy Circuit, but there's more to LA. Did I put it correctly finally? Let's see.
I think you put low B.
Yeah,
or high B.
Yeah, put it right under LA. That's where we put it, right?
I would put, yeah, that's where I'd put it.
Yeah, we would put it there. Alright, last one, PP Cove. I think this is the lowest of S tier.
Yeah, this is definitely an S.
But like the lowest, I would say under Wii Rainbow Road. I think
I'd put it over 3DS Rainbow Road. I would put it over 3DS Rainbow Road. I just think there are so many shortcuts and the music is so good as well. It's not as good as looking at 3DS Rainbow Road, but I feel like it's the best water track in the game, no question about it.
I think the theming is really good.
And the theming's very good.
Dude, I love how I trolled you earlier this year with it, or like we were just joking about it, and it turned out to be so good. I was not expecting that.
It doesn't even feel like a tour track, too.
Oh, yeah.
It's so fun to drive on, too. I never thought a water track would be so fun to drive on, too. I feel like it's low S for sure, but I think it's better than 3DS Rainbow Road.
And you be saying I would put it higher than Summit, but not higher than 3DS Rainbow. I kind of see what you're doing there. I can agree with that, because the final lap of 3DS Rainbow Road, nothing really happens. I think every lap here at least something happens. Like lap 1.
Yeah.
By the way, can we just talk about really quickly? Some of the tour tracks, like the original ones, felt really short at the start of the DLC. This one feels like it's one of the longer tracks of the entire DLC.
I agree.
Yeah, okay, I agree. But let's put it under or above 3DS Rainbow.
Shut it. Alrighty.
Above or below Summit, though?
Mm?
I could see it also putting over Summit.
I can see it too. Up to chat, but I would be fine with either one.
Yeah,
I'm fine with either one.
I know Hawks would say Summit for sure, but
yeah.
Damn, and then we're to the final Grand Prix.
Final four.
Jeez, we've been doing this for so long. It's now midnight. We started doing this at like 9 or 9:30.
Yeah, dude. I had a feeling it'd take this long too. Yeah, well.
It's been fun. I'm seeing in chat above 3DS Rainbow.
Above Summit, you mean?
Yeah, above Summit. Sorry, excuse me.
Alright, we can put it above Summit then. I don't mind.
Cool. Final Cup. Madrid Drive.
Oh yeah, this is in Rome. Oops.
Madrid
Drive.
This is, in my opinion, you know, how I was talking about earlier about, you know, those city tracks at daytime that all kind of blend in together. I think this is the best one of those.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd agree with that.
I don't know if I would put it as S. I don't know if I would put it above Vancouver. I would either put it above Vancouver or right below Vancouver.
I think Madrid is mid-A, I would say. I would say it's better than Coconut, too. Like, mid-lower-ish A. There's like, a lot of shortcuts that are unexpected, too. Also, the little museum art area, too. It's a little too short, but I always thought that was really cool as well.
Kind of reminded me of Chinatown in Singapore.
Yeah, it did kind of it kind of is like Chinatown.
But I think it would have been cool if you also cut back to it like in Singapore. Like you only go through it like once. It feels too short. Yeah, I would agree. I think there's a lot of differentiation in here. I like how there's the water gazers again with from Singapore. There's the Wiggler walking around. You got the Santiago Bernabeu there.
There's so much to this track. It's just so good.
I would agree. Put it somewhere mid-A.
I would put it in between Athens and Coconut. That's where I'd put it. That's where I would do.
I have Athens above Coconut. Should it have been below?
Athens is above Coconut. No, you got it right.
Okay. Oh, so in between those two. Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
So you would say Athens is better than Madrid? I don't know. I would say Madrid is better than Athens. It has less. It has less dead angles, and that's quite a lot going on.
You think Madrid's ass, Newbie? Really?
Yeah, it's a newbie thinks Rome and Madrid are the best cities.
Mm.
You can have the deciding factor.
You know what? I'm fine with Madrid over Athens. That's fine.
Okay.
That's fine. I'm fine with it.
I just think it has more like going on, like more differentiating stuff. But I think Athens is also great.
Yep. That's fine with me.
3DS Rosalina's Eyes. I kind of want to hear your opinion on it now. Now it's been a while.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to put this in F or D. I really don't like this map. It's much prettier than it was in 3DS. Because 3DS, it looked like absolute horse shit. But I'm gonna say this is for sure at least D tier. If it didn't look so pretty, I'd put it back in F. But I would put it in between Mario Circuit 3 and Calamari. I would not put it any higher, but I'm down to put it lower. But I don't know. The first like 180-degree turn is just way too narrow, and I hate it. Also, the shortcut. Oh my gosh, there's a Rosalina Ice World shortcut. The first cut when you can just put Smart Steering on. It's useless. You can just drive around the same way, and it's fine. Like it's useless.
I would say in terms of the layout, or I guess no, I don't agree that's too short. I think it's just about right. I think it feels in terms of visuals, it feels a lot more lived in because like we're on the top section of like the water area. The houses, like they have like actual penguins walking around and such. Like that feels a lot more lived in. I don't know. I think I quite like this track actually. I would have put it in like C or B.
Bro, that's crazy.
Nah, I don't think so. I think driving on this, I think it's one of the better like ice tracks as well.
No shot. Snowland, no. Snowland's way better.
I don't.
So bad.
Snowland is too short. I would say the beginning is a little. I'm seeing here C in chat. I don't know. I have a hard time this like in competitive. I like this map a lot. I like it a lot. Kind of like that's like my Bone Dry Dunes of the Booster Course Pass, where no one likes it, and I like driving on in competitive. But that's because a small weight character can have an advantage on here. For me, it's lowest A, but Mon exists, so it won't be there. I'm seeing an A and C here, so I would say I would say at least C.
What are you on? I'm down to put it over Shroombridge in between London. I'm fine with that.
I would say right above London. I think this does more than London.
Fine with that. What if horse shit looks like ice? True. Alright, I'm fine with that. Moving on.
Wait, who said the horse shit that looks like ice?
Newbie. 2 more tracks, Alka.
Oh boy. Where even I'm so lost in the orientation. Oh, there's London.
Bowser's Castle 3.
S.
Best
Sorry.
Bowser's Castle in the game, no question about it.
Easiest S tier of my life.
Honestly, I'm kind of going A.
Yeah?
I think it's A. I don't think it's S.
I think it's the lowest of S.
I think it's so fun to play on 200, I'll say that. I think the only thing I am missing from here is a really cool shortcut. Like, there's not really many shortcuts. Like, I feel like you can
You got the one at the end, though. You got the one in the
track.
middle as well.
That's a mushroom cut, though. But like, that's the only thing. And also, you really can't.
You can
catch
go
up
above the
either.
you can go above the pillars as well.
But that really doesn't do much, though.
Also about the catching up, I would agree with you if it wasn't for the shortcut at the end of the map, because that's kind of a big one.
Yeah, it's not
Matt,
S,
what
but
would I give from-
it's decently high A. I think I'd put it in between Waluigi Stadium and Boo Lake. That's where I put it.
I would probably agree. Newbie said Bowser Castle 3 above Summit, below PP Code. And just Nintendo agrees with that. I think it is. I think it is. I'm sorry, but like for SNES track, it's really good though. I think it's wild. Like I know we were complaining in the entire like DLC about like, oh my god, a GBR SNES Bowser Castle, so please do another one. I think that's what makes it very good. I would kind of agree with Chad as well, but I also kind of agree with you. I think it's like right down in the middle, like top of A or bottom of S.
You want to put over Vancouver? I'd be fine with that.
Yeah, I would say that.
Alright, highest A then. That's fine with me. Just to
Yeah.
average it out too.
And then we're finally at the end.
The last track.
We
The Rainbow Road. Yeah, I think this has got to be S tier too. Yeah. I think
would you
this is
put
S
it
tier.
higher or below 3DS Rainbow?
Above. I think it's above 3DS Rainbow Road.
Yeah, but I don't know how much further you would get it. Like I think Wii Rainbow Road is great and all, but I think there are tracks above it that are more creative. Like I would put it right below Yoshi's Island.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of would put it over you. I'd put it like in between Summit and Ninja. That's where I would put it. That's where I would put it. I just feel like the visuals are so good. There's so many shortcuts you can do on it as well. Like the pipeline shortcut you can do. You can also get coins with it too. It's actually the one track where the side pipes are actually
By the
used.
way, you said between Ninja and Summit. Ninja for me
Yeah.
is in between what's it called, Mountain and Yoshi's.
Wait, what?
Yeah, Summit is for me. Where is Summit for me? Summit for me is only above 3DS Rainbow Nerve.
I meant Deco Mountain. No, I can't talk. In between DK Mountain and Ninja, that's what I meant. I might say Summit, that's my bad.
My channel's saying it's mid A. I kind of see your point, but I don't think it's better than Ninja to play on. I think it's very good, but it's downgraded from Mario Kart Wii. It's not as hard as it was in Wii.
Bro,
That's
that's
what I would
crazy.
say.
That's crazy.
It's high
That's
A max.
insane, bro. That's insane. I would put it mid S, bro.
I would put it in S, but not above Ninja or Squeaky. I would say put it right under Squeaky and Yoshi's, because I think those are more creative. I think it's a very good Rainbow Road, and it's like definitely a Mario Kart thing, but like, if you look at what Yoshi's Island does, or like Squeaky Clean, like the creativity, I think it has a bit more creativity. I would say put it above DK
fair.
Summit.
I'd put it over PP Cove, but I'd agree with everything you said. I'd put it in between Squeaky and PP Cove.
Hold up, square. Wait, what is that trying right now? Yeah, Squeaky Clean. What's the one before Squeaky? Oh wait, that's PP. Ah.
Yeah.
You know, I would agree with that. My chat is saying A max. I think a lot of people are thinking now Wii Rainbow Road is really overrated. I think it's a little bit exaggerated. I think it's good. I wouldn't call it the best track in the game though.
Not the best track.
No.
I'd say one of, not the best.
Yeah.
Alrighty, are we done then?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I honestly agree with what Nui just said. Like, Wii Rainbow is just another Rainbow Road, and Squeaky Clean is a toilet. Wait, between PP and Yoshi, right?
Between...
Oh, Squeaky, yeah, there you go. Yeah.
Yeah, Wii Rainbow Road in between Squeaky and PP.
Well, this is the final result.
Alright, Alka, I want to say something. What is one thing you would change about this tier list? What is one track you'd put higher or lower?
Yeah, maybe Bowser's Castle 3. That's like the only thing. I think outside of that, I think I agree with most what we put in here. I think it's alright. I think it's very hard to rank these tracks because I think, you know, it took us so long to get new Mario Kart tracks.
Yeah.
That it's just nice, you know, to get new stuff. So I think it's overall very good. How about you?
I think you already know what I would do.
Waluigi Stadium.
No, Mario Kart 3, way higher. Way higher up there.
Fair, but doesn't have the rest of the creativity. That's the only issue.
They didn't really have to change much of it though. It's just good.
I'm just gonna make a picture with my phone because it doesn't want to screenshot. Before we end things off, though, you guys. Okay, at least I caught it on camera. Otherwise, you have it as well. Before we end it, you remember when I was talking about Burley's list? Number 48. Okay, number 48. Yoshi's Island.
What? He puts the worst as Yoshi's Island?
I think Al could stream in his stream, yes sir. Yeah, he did. He did. Kinda wild. That's why I said you guys would have a field day on this one. Okay. 47, Bangkok Rush.
Okay, I can agree with that.
46, Waluigi Stadium.
Oh my gosh, Burley, we're gonna have a chat, bro.
I'm kidding myself. I asked him whether it was a typo or not. He said no, it wasn't. Okay, next up, 45. We're gonna get through this a little better. Mario Circuit 3. That makes sense.
Oh
44,
gosh,
Sunset Wilds. 43, Moonview Highway.
Mario Circuit 3, dude. I hate this guy now.
43, Moonview Highway. 42, Mushroom Gorge. Makes sense as well. 41, Boo Lake. I don't know how to feel about that. Daisy Circuit, 40. 39, Berlin Byways. Ooh, Mifra's gonna have a field day with that one. Then we got 38, Riverside Park. 37, Moonview Highway. Did we already have that one? Never mind. Continue.
I don't know.
36, Sky Sun. I think that's a tiny bit too high, maybe. Snowland, 35. 34, Sky Gardens. 33, Tokyo Blur. Also kind of high. Toad Circuit in 32. That's like halfway through.
That's way too high. That is way too high for Toad Circuit. This guy, bro.
31, Paris Promenade. 30, Sydney Sprint. That is way too low. That's criminally low.
That's way too low. This guy.
29, New York Minute. Hello, New York over Sydney.
He puts New York over Sydney, bro. What?
You want to hear what comes after? Calamari Desert. 28.
I'm leaving this call. My ears are just...
I like the list. I think it's unique. I think yours would also be quite unique.
No, it's unique.
Put it on flame where you will.
That is
Down
ukuleles,
burning what he needs to
bro.
do. Anyways, continuing on. 28 Calamari Desert. 27 London Loop. 26 Maple Tree Way. 25 Daisy Cruiser. 24 Rainbow Road 3DS. Ooh, newbie's gonna have a field day with that one. 23 Mario's Circuit. I believe that's a DS one.
Yeah, DS one, yeah.
22 Los Angeles Laps. 21 Madrid Drive. 20 Roma Avanti. Jesus, I just noticed how many city tracks we actually have, though. It's actually kind of wild. 19 DK Mountain. 18 Bowser's Castle 3. I think that's also
Fair enough.
slow. Daisy Circuit. Wait, I thought we already had that one. That's... Oh, what? Yeah, I don't know.
Daisy Circuit's just... Yeah,
Singapore Speedway 16. That's alright. Peach Gardens 15. 14 Rock Mountain. That's way too high.
Way too high. Who likes that?
13 Shroom Ridge. I think Fowler had to say in this one.
Way
12
too high.
Koopa Cape. 11 Athens
high.
Dash.
Fair enough.
10 Piranha Plant Cove. I think that's fair.
Fair enough. That's fair.
9 Amsterdam Drift. I think that's a tiny bit too high as a fellow Dutch person.
No, that's way too high for Amsterdam.
Mary Mountain 8. I can somewhat see that, but
Wait,
yeah.
Mary's way too high as well.
Then we got Choco Mountain 7. We got 6
That's
Squeaky
interesting.
Clean Sprint. 5
Six.
Rosalina's Ice World. I thought we already had that one, but that's
Dude.
interesting.
Oh, what is this list?
4 Rainbow Road Wii. 3 Ninja Hideaway. 2 Coconut Mall, and number 1. I think we could have all seen this one coming as well. Hold up the phone, hold up the phone. Where is my music? There you go, there's my music. Chat.
Vancouver, isn't it?
It's Vancouver!
What an ass list. That's actually terrible.
I mean, it's why we have opinions on the internet. Chat, I hope you guys enjoyed the rankings.